Oh no. Hello everybody. Hi everybody, how you doing? How's it going? How's your day? I just realized I just closed the tab, which is so annoying. I have to do that again. How's everyone? Say hi in the chat if you're here. Let me just go live on Instagram. Cool. Are we live on Instagram? Hey, Instagram people, how you doing? As a reminder, as always, first of all, relax. Not you guys. Don't know why that was on and so loud. Let me just. Hey, Instagram people, if you want to join in the conversation, please make sure you join or come to YouTube. Right. That's all. Yes. Hi guys. How you doing? Who's in the chat? Who's saying hi? Hey Erin. Hey Wave and Cap Design. How you doing? Hey Sora. Hey Abbas. How's it going, guys? How's your day been? I am again hot. I have 2 fans right here, and I have a fan down here. It's too big to pick up. I'm really hot. I'm really trying to get through this weather, but I'm struggling. I can't lie, I'm struggling. So if you see me like flushing, you'll just have to ignore it. I swear to God. Yes, it's so hot. It's so freaking hot. I have locked the door. I've double locked the door, so honey will not be getting out. Yeah, I'm on my second, to be fair. I probably need to take another one before I go to bed. Like, freaking hell, man. It's a lot. It's a lot today. No air. Yeah, no air. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? Or Little Rock. How are you? I hope everybody is good. For those that don't know, I'm all things Sugar and Shay Sade. Hey. And this is the debrief. This is where I'm going to be going through Love is Blind. Love Island UK Season 12, Episode 10, and Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 14. We got quite a bit to get through. Oh my God. Wait, first of all, make sure you like the video. Make sure you do that now, please. That would be amazing. That should be like a little check-in. Do you know what I mean? That would be nice. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel as well. I've had a few new subscribers, so thank you guys. And hi. I hope you're good. I hope you like it here. Do you know what I mean? And also, yeah, share this with like-minded people too. And get involved in the conversation. Get involved in the chat. If you're a replay gang, then leave me a comment or two as well. I absolutely love those. Okay, cool. Where should we motherfucking start? So let's start with UK. Love Island UK, this episode, what are we giving it? Marks out of 10. Who's your MVP and why? Who is man of the match and why? Please put it in the chat right now. Thank you. Let me even, sorry, my iPad stays not working. It's so freaking annoying. How am I going to do it? Who's your MPV, guys? Who is it? Hey, Miss Prestige. Hit the like button. Thank you, Erin. Appreciate you. Are we going to find out? Little Rock says, are we going to find out who's behind the door in Love Island USA? Yes, we will be talking about that later. Sora says, by the way, have we talked about Love is Blind UK confirmed 2 more seasons? Really, season 2 is this summer. Oh my God, around September, and season 3 casting right now. Wow. Hey, well, thank you. Good evening to you too, Miss Prestige. Who's your MVP, guys? Okay, right, let me start. Mine, well, let me give a rating first. It's going to be another 7 for UK. It's going to be another 7, and I'll tell you for why. Because that beginning half was very, very, very annoying, dry. There was too much Shakira and Ben. I thought they already made their point, and they just kept on repeating it. It was a bit annoying. And then my MVP, not everyone's going to like this, but it's got to be Jasmine. It's got to be Jasmine. Jasmine is unhinged. She is a tornado. Who casted this? I knew she was going to be a bit of a weirdo, but I didn't know she'll take it this far. I really, really didn't think she'll take it this far. But she gives zero fucks. Like, she does not care at all. She's like, you guys are not my friends. I did not come here to make friends. I want a man. And maybe not even for a long time, for a short time. She was totally freaking on it. Oh my God. It was a lot. Oh, thank you, Wave and Cat Designs. I don't even know what I've done differently. I've done the same thing I usually do. Oh, maybe because I got my lashes done yesterday, so my eyes look maybe a little bit more open or something. Shout out to Farah Sugarcane Salon. She's amazing in Clapham. I would highly recommend her. She's just on point and fast and all that good stuff. Erin is saying -4 for the first 30 minutes and 5 for the last 3 seconds. Wow. Erin, your harsh marker, your MVP is Tony. Okay, why? Tell me. Little Rock is saying 6.5. Okay. Miss Rashid said she is funny. She is just funny, but I love it. Yeah, she is. Yasmin was on a roll. She absolutely was. She don't business at all. Erin says not Yasmin. Charlotte, her name is Yasmin, aka Yeast. Mind you, but to be fair, she said she's only slept with a couple guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, not that should really matter so much, but she hasn't slept with that many people. And I feel like she's one of those people who just likes to wind people up. Do you know what I mean? So she'll have a kiss, or she just wants to get a rise out of you. She's a little bit like, what's his name? Ben, in that sense. She's a little bit like him. She just wants a reaction. She really just wants a reaction, and she's getting one. Lies. Erin says lies. Shada, she is in more heat than Honey. Honestly, because Honey, I swear that's why he's trying to get out at the moment. Waving Cat Design, sounds like she's been with girls too. Still can get reused to French. I guess so. But let's not say, like, do you know what I mean? She's probably practicing safe sex. Like, do you know what I mean? I know that's not the only way you can get them, but I think she's fine. I don't know. She just cracks me up. She cracks me up so much. Like, she's so deadpan with it. She really don't care, and she doesn't give. Why I love her as well. She gives no fucks about Meg's feelings at all, and someone needs to put her in her place. And I'm happy that Yasmin is doing it. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for us. Yeah. I'm happy. I swear to God. Does anybody else have another MVP or man of the match? Whatever you're gonna call it. Anybody else? Erin says, that's why I love her and hate her. She is Meg's karma. Yeah, absolutely. She stays on Meg's neck. She's just like, okay, so what? So with the conversation, so basically there was so DJ Mustard Dejon was talking to Yasmin and what's her name, Tony, and they were having quite a sexual conversation, which they call flirty banter. Seems like it to me. I don't think it was that deep. And as Tony said, no one's really going to be having a threesome in there. I doubt that's really going to happen. Do you know what I mean? But they were talking about that. Dejon was asking about their kinks and stuff. I can't even remember what they were saying specifically, but they were just talking about what they like, what they don't like. I do remember Dejon talking about how much he loves kissing and stuff. But okay, cool. It just seemed a bit sexual, but nothing like super, super deep. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like she was saying, let's go to the hideaway right now, or let's go to the terrace, or do you know what I mean? It weren't really that. It was just like playful. And because I guess like Tony was there as well, I didn't read it as being that deep anyway. So, but all the other girls, well, not all the other girls, those 3 witches, Meg, Megan, and Helena, have you noticed in Love Island UK, there's always a coven of witches? There really is always a coven of witches. We got 2 Megs and a Helena this time. So they were watching and they basically started winding. It's kind of like they started winding Meg up, really, and saying, oh, I bet they're talking about threesomes, threesomes this, threesomes that. And it got to Meg. It really, really got to Meg. She was not happy that they were having that conversation at all. Yeah, she got stressed out about it. So she pulls, what's his name? DJ Mustard to, I don't even know where she pulled him to, but she pulls him, talks to him, well, tells him that she needs to have a conversation with him and Tony and Yasmin all together. Like, why? Like, why? Like, who? I just think this is weird. It's very mum-like. Like, it's very, very mum-like. Erin said, everyone isn't here. Blue must have left some of his mother's sex. I swear to God. But, you know, I guess, like, they're young, they're on holiday, they're doing this crazy thing, do you know what I mean? So it's bound to happen, right? It's bound to happen. But I do think, I don't know, I feel like this just happens. And as Dejon keeps on saying, him and Meg are not closed off. But I swear he is confusing her a little bit, because the speech he gave the other day was just like they're moving in that direction. But I think my thing is, as we found out yesterday, he is friends with Ty, who was in season 10, and Ty was the king of the villa. And I think Ty has coached him and given him a formula of how to stay in the villa as long as possible. That you connect with someone, a little bit like what Jeremiah is doing in the US, that you connect with someone, keep it going, you know, keep it light in the beginning so you can still do your thing. And yeah, and that's how you stay. And it seemed to be working for the first couple of days. But also Dejon did say that he's gutted that Melicia left as well. Sorry, I'm going to side note quickly. Melicia leaving, yeah, they're not showing her doing like an exit interview. Even the one where you have the suitcase outside the villa is out of fucking order. It's out of order. I'm sorry, I feel like justice for Melicia, you know. I swear, and the thing is, this was my fear going in, that they were going to do her how they done Zara, and I believe that they have. It's out of order. I don't know which producer she pissed off, or who was annoyed with her, or whatever. I'm not even saying it's her fault. But yeah, they done her dirty. Yeah, she did. Melicia got done dirty. Like, absolutely. It was just a bit like, what? We're not even going to see the exit. Or what did she do? Like, I don't know. I need to hear from Melicia. Melicia, reach out. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. I want to know what really went down, because it's out of order. Because obviously Harrison has chosen Tony, and she is still in the villa. We kind of thought that was going to happen because he plays football in the school that she went to, or the college that she went to. So we kind of thought that was going to happen. Yeah, and I don't know, they've invested a lot in Tony, so I just don't think they're going to give her up. Yeah, I don't think they're going to give her up. So there's that. So yeah, going back to Meg and DJ Mustard. So she demands this conversation, and Dejon obviously doesn't want to do it. So he's just like, you know, like, are you sure we should do this and everything like that? He does say it was obviously flaky banter, trying to calm her down, but Meg is not having a bar. And what I'm saying about this girl, she is so frigging aggressive. Like, I don't know how this is okay. I don't know why people are just thinking that this is cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. She goes 0 to 100 so quickly. So freaking quickly, man. I just don't understand why people are supporting her. Well, I do understand, because they're weird and we live in a sourceless country. That's why. So yeah, so she basically sits down with all 4 of them, sit down and chat and everything. Meg feels like she feels disrespected. Oh, Calista is saying Melicia should come back as a Casa girl. You know what? I was thinking that, but I don't think that's I don't know. I don't know if she's made a connection enough for that to happen. Or maybe Dejon would cheat with her though. Actually, I can count on Dejon to cheat with her. Like, absolutely. Absolutely, actually. It's not a bad idea. I need to know the circumstances of which Melicia left. I need to know if she's okay with the producers. I need to know that it's like she's in good spirits. Like, do you know what I mean? I need more information. I really do. I really do. So back to Meg. She's sitting down with these two. And, you know, Tony is almost like, why am I here? Like, why am I here in this kind of thing? And Meg is trying to give it and Tony is giving it back almost bar for bar. Like, I actually like Tony for this because she's another one that will keep Meg in check, because that energy that she had for Melicia, she does not have for Tony. She don't have that for Tony. She don't have that for Yasmin at all. And it's just because I think that Meg is one of those girls who dates Black men and mixed race men, but doesn't particularly like Black women and mixed race women. That's the energy that Meg gives, in my opinion. I know her friends are probably like, yeah, I'm her Black friend. But anyway, so Tony's just like, I don't think we're actually going to be having a threesome, because like, how is that even going to happen anyway? And Meg starts trying to pull away, and she's just like, you know, I feel like we should be, you know, you guys should only talk one-on-one. Like, in what world? In what world is that okay? In what world? It seems so freaking odd to me. In what world is that okay? It's not okay. You can't tell people who they can and can't talk to. You and Dejon are not closed off. Like, what the hell? It's bloody ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. So yeah, I think Yasmin kind of, you know, said to Dejon when Meg kind of got fed up with the conversation, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to find a man. She ain't playing. She ain't playing. Yasmin ain't playing at all. Honestly. So, so there was a thing where I think Dejon and, was it Harry, talking to Tommy about they're happy that Harrison is there, right? That Harrison's in the villa, because if Harrison cracks some of their girls, then they have an excuse to kind of step outside their couple. And Tommy, being the chatty patty that he is, runs and tells Megan, who then tells Meg and Helena. Yeah. Tommy's gonna get on my nerves. He gives me Sean vibes, like through and through, because Sean was like that from last year as well, where anything that was said to him by the boys, he would literally go and tell the girls. Yeah, he's a parrot. Yeah, he is, Erin. He's a parrot. He's a chatty patty. He's just a bit annoying. Him and Ben got on my nerves as well this episode. I'm not gonna lie. So Ben is annoyed because Shakira was talking to Harrison. Hey Jordan. Jordan said Tommy is just one of the girls. He might have to be. You might have to be. You might have to be. Honestly. So Ben was annoyed about Shakira. Ben is giving me very weird vibes. Like, he's really possessive. Really, really, really possessive. Honestly. Like, I don't understand how he got through. Like, I don't understand, because these are like massive red flags. Like, obviously, like, I knew Harrison would be interested in Shakira. She's the villa favorite, you know. Yeah, Erin, I agree. He is weird. He really is. Apparently, allegedly, he could potentially be an escort as well. There's some stuff going around at the moment. It's looking like he's got some sort of escort profile. I don't know if they've just used his picture on the profile. If they have, that's kind of hilarious. But kind of weird as well at the same time. But yeah, I don't know. Benny's just weird. He's just weirdly possessive over Shakira, and they showed way too much of that. Way too much about that, in my opinion. I think Shakira, arguably she did get on well with what's his name, with Harrison, and she, you know, Ben asked her how it was, and she was just like, yeah, it was cool, he's a cool boy. And then he started getting all in his feelings, but he was also getting a bit aggy, and it's just like, why are you getting so stressed? Like, you know, you've got a popular girl, so this is going to happen. And I think like this is a thing, it's just like these guys, yeah, that want a pretty girl, but they can't deal with the consequences or the side effects of being with a pretty girl, then that means that the pretty girl's not for you. It's not for you. You can't handle it, big man. You can't handle it. So just leave her alone. Seriously. Erin saying the producers are trying to make this a Shakira show and it's not given. You know what? Yeah, I think they're trying to make it the Tony show, to be honest. But yeah, I hear that as well. Yeah, I think she's just trying to. I like Shakira though. I like her. I think I like her vibe. For a 22-year-old, she is very switched on. She knows what's what. I think she's looking after herself pretty well. I think so, because she could easily be manipulated by some of these guys out here in the villa, actually. And I don't think that's going to happen to her. Also, what was I going to say about that? She reminds me a little bit of Amber from season 5 in terms of her being so young but so switched on. Like, I can see that similarity there. So I think she's going to do well no matter what in this season. I think she's going to do well. I don't think she's going to go out early. We hardly heard from Alima this episode. We did see Ramel run like he was on job to deliver a message to Shia, because Harry and Yasmin went to the terrace to have a chat and they were flirting. And yeah, Ramel saw it, and someone told him. Who told him to go and tell Shia? I think it might have been Helena. I think so. And he was online. Hello. It says Ramel was running for county line. Bro, he was running fast. You could see the arms pumping and everything. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, calm down. Like, why are you running to gossip like a like a little girl? Like, honestly, seriously, that was very moist. If I was a Lima, I would be icked out by that. I mean, there's many things that Ramel could ick me out about, but yeah, I'd be icked out. That was crazy work from him. Seriously, it's crazy work. All of that, like, oh, I'm so serious, and then you're running to tell a little bit of gossip. Like, come on, grow up, hun. Really. Erin says Tony needs to keep her head on a swivel. Tony ain't her friend. She's going to swoop Harrison for Tony 100%. And I think Tony knows that. And I think that's why she was going so hard when she brought him over to speak to, this is Harrison, brought Harrison over to speak to the girls. She was, you know, do you know what I mean? She was just like, he's like, oh, what's your situation? She was just like, you know, she was laying it on very thick in front of the girls. And she whispered to him as she's walking over, Shakira's my bestie, or something along those lines. And I think that was her marking her territory. Like, that's my bestie, don't go there. Like, or do you know what I mean? I think that's what she was trying to do there. Jordan says these ball boys are embarrassing. Yeah, they're hella embarrassing. Do you know what also was what else that I found embarrassing? When Tony and Harrison were chatting and she was talking about her job and they were doing a whole role play. No, babe. I thought that was hella embarrassing. That was cringe. That was freaking cringe-worthy, man. Seriously, don't do all that. It was just like her getting up and twirling for him as well when he didn't even ask for it. No, babe. Don't like that. It was fast. It was really fast. He was working really fast on that. Yeah, so they had this Varsity party, and it was obviously American themed. Obviously, I love you guys, my American cousins, but I am just like, what's happening? Do you know what I mean? Because this is a UK one, and it's not the 4th of July, so what's going on? It was very American. It was like they're forcing it, that they're just like catering to Tony. it's like they're catering to Tony. I'm telling you, this girl is gonna have like a longevity in reality TV. That's what it seems like. Erin saying Tony knows her days are numbered. Yeah, probably. So yeah, or there's like, I don't know what's going on. Has there been any mergers recently or something? Like, do we have American producers now? No, if we had American producers, it would be much better. So no, we probably don't. Yeah, it just seems very, very American. But anyway, they looked good. I like the theme. I like the Varsity theme. I like that style anyway. And I feel like it's the best they've ever looked so far. So I liked that side of it. So yeah, and it was the evening, so they had to play a game, of course. Jordan, you're absolutely right. I totally forgot about that. It is Juneteenth today. Oh my God, seriously, happy Juneteenth, guys. Why did they skip that? You know why they skipped that? Do you think in the UK they don't give a caca? ITV, whose second job is to humiliate black people. No. They don't care about that. They don't care about that at all. Yeah. So what do you call it? So then, yeah, they were playing that beer pong game where they had to throw the ping pong ball into someone's cup. They had to lift it up and do a dare or something like that. So there was a lot that happened in this game. These games are hella messy. We know they're hella messy. We know someone's going to probably cry. Someone's going to break up. Someone's going to, you know, cross a boundary, that type of thing. It's a lot. So Tony, I'll go through a couple of them that happened. Tony's one was that she had to slow kiss someone from their lips to their stomach. Obviously, she picked Harrison. I don't know. Wait, do we think that Harrison likes Tony? Because I'm not getting that vibe. But you guys getting that vibe. One second. Let me know in the chat. Because I don't think so. Or if he does, he could show it more. I guess it's still early days. So yeah, she had to do that. Dejon had to kiss the most attractive person outside his couple. And of course, he kissed Yasmin. Oh, God. He kissed Yasmin. Yeah. I don't think I would have done that. He should have played it safe, knowing. But I think maybe he likes to wind her up anyway, or he knows that Meg isn't going to go anywhere because he's the best option for her. I think he's confident in that he knows that Meg will probably stay with him. Do you know what I mean? And no one else is really feeling Meg like that. Meg is also automatically pissed, of course. And her two witch friends are just egging her on and adding fuel to fire, basically. Connor had to do a snog with the two people he wanted to have a threesome with, and he chose Emily and Megan. Meg had to do her favorite sex position with someone outside a couple, I think, and she chose Harrison. She was like lying on the floor, like, I don't know, what is that, flat doggy? I don't know. And Harrison was on top of her. Yasmin had to snog someone with the nicest lips. And you know, Yasmin will never give up an opportunity to add more fuel on the fire. Literally, Yasmin is the, what do you call it? You know the meme of, is it Bow Wow when he's like, his finger is on the button? That's Yasmin. She's like, more. Let's do more. She was pouring the fuel in it. So she kissed DJ Mustard Dejon, and she said that she'd done it because she liked his lips when he kissed her. Shia, Erin said, Yasmin said, if you want mess, I'll give you chaos. Like, absolutely. She said, girl, you are not ready for me. I could do this all day. That's what Meg said. Yasmin said, I can do this all day. I can go bar for bar. I could go band for band. Oh God, Yasmin. I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to bring Dejon into the hideaway. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. Or even Harry. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, she's so on it and she has no limits, it seems. Meg has met her match, yes, Erin, and then some. I think, and then some. Like, it's a lot. Yasmin is actually too much for Meg. She can't handle her. She really can't. So yeah, obviously Meg did not like that. Then Shia goes next. So Shia Butter, he is actually coupled up with Yasmin at the moment, and his one was, who do you think is the biggest player, who's playing the biggest game? And he picked Yasmin. He shook her hand, and Meg was in the background like, go on Shia, go on Shia. See, sometimes, yeah, when you want to push someone in their forehead, that's how I feel about Meg. Like, shut up. She was going on too much. And they asked him why, and he said, well, it seems like maybe she's played a bit of a game with me. Like, maybe she just hooked up with me to stay in the villa. And Alima then asked Yasmin, okay, what have you got to say about that? And she was just like, fair. Okay. She was something like Fairs, like, what the hell? She didn't even deny it. And then obviously Meg has to say that out loud. Like, she didn't even say no. Yasmin, I don't know, man. What can you say? She's being honest. She's kind of being honest. She gets it. What can she do? Miss Prestige says, this has to be the biggest episode with drama. It reminds me of Channel 4 Honesty Box. I haven't seen that actually. What's that like? Maybe I need to check it out. So then Shia goes, no. Harry, what did he do? So Harry goes next, and he said, like, who is the least compatible? And he said Shia and Yasmin. Someone asked her, is she happy in her couple? And she said that she is. And I can't remember who was pushing it. I think it was Meg that was pushing it. But yeah, she said that she is happy in her couple, and maybe she is. I think multiple things can be true at the same time. I think she can be happy in her couple, but also want to get it on with Harry, and also want to get it on with Dejon. If only to wind up Meg, I think that she would do that, like 100%. Dejon's question was, who would you high-five the person that you wouldn't miss? And he high-fived Harrison. Now, Dejon, I just don't think this was a really good move. Like, I don't know. Why is he so intimidated by Harrison? I don't know, man. I thought that was a bit weak for Dejon, to be honest. Not that I rate him anyway, so I shouldn't really be surprised. But yeah, Dejon, yeah, that was a bit moist. And they had a bit of a back and forth as well. They had a little bit of back and forth. Harrison thinks that he knows that he's, that he could potentially get Meg or something like that. So he sees him as a threat. Erin saying, actually, Yasmin is MVP for no F's given. Yeah, 100%. Yasmin was funny, Wave and Cat Designs. Jordan says Yasmin is straight up with the truth. They act like this isn't a game for a prize. Yeah, 100%. But I've never known anybody to get far on this show with this kind of attitude. All of the bombshells, whether they're male or female, when they give this no fucks given attitude, I'm only here for myself, they never get far. So I think Yasmin knows also that she's there for a good time, not a long time. I think she's not trying to win, I don't think. Yasmin said, Yasmin is someone who would do well in a harem of a Arabian king or prince. With all that. Online. I think, you know what? To be fair, yeah, I think in a group situation, Yasmin would play her position. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you in principle. Yeah, she would play her position. She would know if she was in a situation where she was one of the many wives, she would be the one that's probably most respected. The other wives would be scared of her. 100%. They would be intimidated. She might even be head wife. Seriously. Oh, thank you, Miss Prestige. As she's saying, don't forget to like the video. Please like the video. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Serious. Baby Cat Design said, agreed. She might as well enjoy herself. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Jordan said, Faye didn't give AF, and she ended up with hella endorsements. To be fair, Faye went through it for a little bit. She actually went through it for a little bit. Like she wasn't embraced in the beginning because they were like, I swear there were Ofcom complaints about Faye. I swear there was a lot. There was a lot going on with Faye. And she had to do, because she only recently done, to be fair, I don't follow Faye's life like that anyway, so I might not even know some stuff. But I know she went on Paul Bronson's podcast not too long ago this year and was talking about everything that went down with that. And not that I don't know, I don't really have that much sympathy for her because she was acting hella wild. But yeah, she went through it in her own way. She went through it. So yeah, there was after she let Teddy have it. She went in on Teddy. And I believe that Meg has that same energy. Meg to me is Cat Slater. She's blonde Cat Slater, as far as I'm concerned. Like they got the same. She's that character, just rough, just absolutely rough, loud, brash. Yeah, Cat Slater. Rockwiling it up, I think. So Meg then was asked like who's in a mishmash couple. She done, of course, Shia and Yasmin. And she said she chose them because of the whole threesome thing, her trying it on with Dejon, and because she snogged Dejon as well. Helena had to kiss the feet of the person who I think was disloyal, and she picked Dejon. I think Helena was doing too much in that moment, and because of what's going on with Meg. And then at that point, Meg was like, I'm not your Meg. And I can't lie, for some reason, what popped into my head was Family Guy Meg. I was just like, no, you are that Meg. I don't know. But anyway, she made that statement. Dejon didn't like that statement in the moment, but I don't think he's going to do much about it. I think he's just going to be like, oh, he'll have a conversation. He'll be reasonable. He'll say that he's upset. She'll listen and probably apologize, and they'll still crack on. I can't see him moving on from Meg. I can't see that happening. Like, I think his strategy is lock in with a girl. And I think Meg kind of knows this, but I think she's going to understand that that's her best option as well, to lock in with each other and ride it as far as they can. That's what I think. Yeah. Yasmin then had who to snog past someone that she could talk to all day, and she ended up with Harry. And she said because they had a good conversation on the roof. And yeah, obviously Helena didn't like that either. She really didn't like that. And then Meg really tried to bring her to task and was saying, like, how can you be happy in your couple, if you're snogging everybody but the guy that you're with? Which, to be honest, is a fair question. It is a fair question. Because if you are happy, then why are you should at least snog him once. Like, she had ample opportunity and she didn't do it. She really didn't. Online says Meg is the jealous type. She wants Dejon to focus 100% on her. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And to a certain extent, he will, but he's still going to play the field because he repeatedly said, we're not closed off. She's not my girlfriend. We're not loyal to each other. Like, he's repeatedly said that. He is not ready he's not ready to do that right now. He's not going to do that. There's no two ways about it. And I think she's asking for too much. Like, it literally hasn't even been 2 weeks. Like, relax, you know? She needs to chill out. Serious. Meg should hook up with Ben. They have the same energy. Yeah, I agree with you, with Cat Design. I agree with you 100%. And then we can vote them off together, you know, because Ben can go immediately. You know who can go? Ben can go, Meg can go, or maybe I'll just keep her in a little bit longer just so I can get my lick back. Not that she's done anything to me personally, but justice for Melicia. Also, Emily can go, Connor can go, Tony can go. Yeah, there's a handful of people that can just march right on out there, in my opinion. Harrison and Meg don't fit at all. Meg looks like his older, full white sister. Whole Harrison is mixed race. Bro, yeah, I don't think they go either. I don't think so. Waving Cat Design says Shada, she has had ample opportunity to snug up with people, like trying before she buys. Yeah, that's what she's doing. I guess so. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, with the conversation between Meg and Yasmin, she was just like, you know, I am happy in my couple, and it's just a game, and that's it. Jordan says, I want a mass dumping. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, get rid of them. They can go, man. It's ridiculous. They're boring. Erin is saying, I won't accept Harrison with any one of these islanders, but Tony, come on now, Erin. Come on. He don't even like Tony. I don't think he likes Tony like that, you know. I think he likes Shakira. I think he's going to move to Shakira, especially because Ben can't keep hold of his temper and his insecurities. He's going to stick with Shakira. I'm telling you. I mean, he's going to go for Shakira, and Shakira's going to have it. As she should, to be honest. Oh, that's my thing. As she should. I think that's her best bet. I think they look cute together as well. That seems more her vibe. He's 22, she's 22. I think they'll be cute. However, I do think Harrison will Harrison will play Shakira. You know what I can see happening? I think Shakira's Amber. That's what I think. And I think they're gonna play her. I think they're gonna play her the way they played Amber. And they brought in this girl, they brought in this guy, Harrison, for her. And he's going to couple out with her. He's going to go to Casa. He's going to bring someone back, and she's going to be standing there like a lemon. And that is what's going to fuel her to win this Love Island. I'm saying it today. That's what I think is going to happen. Erin saying no. Sade Rose, yay! Sade's we're always a good time. Get yourself a Sade. Honestly, we're the best. Yes, Waving Cat is that I believe Harrison will go for Shakira. Mela, am I the only one who likes Meg? Mela, you need to put your case forward. Why do you like Meg? Like, seriously, tell me, as Farah would say, for why. Tell me why you like Meg. You know what? I'm open to reasoning. Tell me why you like Meg. Because I'm struggling. I'm struggling, man. She is coming hot, aggressive, rude. Like, honestly, it's a lot. Erin is saying Shakira has had a buffet of men. I'm actually tired of her having options. I can't remember who said it, but she literally is Thanos. She's collecting all the stones from all the realities. She's just like, I will have every single infinity stone, every single one. And she doesn't even have to try. This is what I like about her. She's just existing and they're just on her. Seriously. It's brilliant. And the thing is, she's not even arrogant with it either, which makes me like her even more. And she's 22. Like, come on, man. She's been raised well. That's that. I believe that she's got good home training. That's what I like about Shakira. Seriously. She's a cool babe. Oh, online. Also, he say, or she, sorry, I don't know, is saying, to be honest, I like her and Dejon together, but Meg is a headache. You like them together? Oh my God. Seriously. This is shock. I'm shocked online. I'm shocked. Seriously. I'm shocked. Wow. Miss Proceed, yeah, they're just giving her all the stones. They're giving, she's not even having to ask. She's literally just existing. And then Ben, instead of counting his lucky freaking stars that she even chose him, he's acting like a donut next to her, jeopardizing his position. He's an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. Blandly fabulous. Thank you so much. Saying, guys, please like the live, the video. Please, there are more of us watching than likes. Please, guys, come on. It's a free little thing that you can do to support. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps. It helps me grow. Do you know what I mean? Jordan say it. Oh, sorry, no, Shakira. Sorry, Waving Cat Design is saying, I like Shakira. I love the way she put Ben in his place. Yeah, absolutely. But this is not the first time that she's had to put someone in his place. She had to put 30-year-old Harry in his place also. You know, you can't play with Shakira, and I love that for her. I love that for her. Seriously, a lot of 22-year-olds at that age, they can't even handle that situation. You know, but she ain't having it. And she's not too full of herself. She's like the right amount of everything. Jordan said, silence in the courtroom. State your case, Mela. Mela, I'm waiting. Please. I'm open to listen. We're all open to listen. Let me just talk for everybody, but I'm definitely open to listen on why you like Meg. Serious. I need to see if I'm missing something. Erin, you see when Erin writes essays? Erin says, nah, she's arrogant. She can bin Ben. She can bin off Ben now, but when she was running her mouth at the fire pit at Blue saying she chose Ben, where was all this energy she has now? It ain't like Ben has changed. No, but like Blue was being rude about what do you call it? He was kind of being rude. He was not necessarily rude, but it was almost like he was objectifying her a bit. And remember, he was saying he was being very cocky because they kissed in the hideaway. He told everybody, first of all, without consulting or agreeing with her. He told everybody. Then he kind of tried to rub salt in the wounds with the other guys and saying, oh, that she liked it. We kissed twice and she liked it. And yeah, it was just like in that conversation, in the recoupling at the fire pit, he was like, I've got a connection with her. And she's just like, no. And she'd already kind of shut it down anyway. So why are you trying to use me in your desperate attempt to stay in the villa? Like, no, I've chosen Ben. You know what it's what. I'm not involved in this. That's what she was trying to distance herself. So, nah, I like her for that as well. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know Blue was always also on the list. So she has had to shut down and manage, what's it called? Blue, Harry, and Ben. Three guys so far. Okay, Mela's saying, thank you, Mela. Maybe I'm just holding on to my first impression of Meg, guys. What was my first impression of Meg? I don't remember it being a positive one. I'd have to thank you for sharing that. Thank you. I know that it must be a lot. It must be a lot. Everyone's asking you. I don't remember it being necessarily a good one. I honestly don't. No, it wasn't good, because when she came into the villa and she stood beside her thing, stood beside the post that she chose, and then she saw Dejon for the first time, she was squinting and just saying, Maya asked her, do you like what you see? Or something to that effect. And she said 50-50. That was my first impression of Meg. I did not like it. I did not like it. I just thought, no, this isn't nice to do that. And she's squinting and she was like, I'm trying to see if he's got nice eyes. By nice eyes, we know what that's talk for. Usually that's talk for light or blue eyes. That's what that usually is talk for. And he clearly doesn't have those. Do you know what I mean? She changed her mind because he was into her, not because she liked him. That's all. And I think she was like hedging her bet, like what he's doing and saying most of the right things to keep her sweet, because he's also playing a game too. She's, most girls, I think, or most women should be, your guy should like you more than you like him. Personally, that's what I think. Maybe that's controversial, but that's what I think. And I think she thought, okay, if he's into me, that's fine. I can work with that. That's what I think it is. So that was my first impression of her. And I thought, And at that point, I didn't know Dejon well enough to know that he likes this shit. Seriously, that this is what he lives for. So in the beginning, I thought, oh, how can he do our boy like that? How can you do that? Like, do you know what I mean? That's not nice. But he likes it. So I have to leave him to suffer in the mess that he's happy in. Go ahead. Do that. Erin is saying, I have to back my American. Tony is my girl until she pisses me off. Fair enough. Fair enough. If there was a Nigerian in the same position, that would be me too. Seriously. A Nigerian on Love Island will always get a past and understanding and grace from me in the beginning. In the beginning, they will always get that. Seriously. Yes, Jordan, that's right. With Meg, none of the other boys were chatting her up either. So she doesn't have options. So Dejon is her best bet. And she knows it. Like right now, she thinks that Harrison is an option for her. Harrison don't like her. I believe that Harrison will go for Shakira. If that doesn't go well with Shakira, he'll probably go for Emily. I think that's more his speed. I think so. But yeah, so I don't know. Not Jordan saying objection, Miller. Sorry, Miller. Okay, cool. Erin always gives me time. I swear to oh god, yes, Lauren. Okay, cool. I'm getting onto it. Okay, let's switch gears. Since we have to give the people what they want, let's switch gears. And hey, Lauren, welcome. welcome. Let's talk about, unless anyone's got any other last comments about Love Island UK tonight. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I can't even remember what the tomorrow night was. I didn't write it down. I have no idea. Seriously. But yeah, let's get on to Love Island USA season 7 episode. What episode are we on? 14. Oh my god. Woo! A lot happened in this episode. My god. Okay. Marks out of 10. Marks out of 10, first of all, you're welcome, Waving Cat Designs. You're very, very welcome. Marks out of 10 for episode 14, first of all. And who is your MVP match of the day? Not match of the day, man of the match or woman of the match for USA. Seriously, who's you got? Let me see in the chat. Also, I hope everybody, I hope also all of the what do you call it, UK lot, I'm telling you, if you're not watching USA Love Island, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you need to switch over. Even if you prioritize USA over UK, we can allow it in this moment. We can allow it. Seriously, we've got to be involved. We've got to be involved. We've got to make everybody understand, yeah, that we know the rules of the game. Oh my god. Okay, so we got a couple. And marks out of 10. I want to know who's your MVP, and also give me a reason why as well. Let's have it. Let's have it. I am conflicted on my MVP. I am absolutely conflicted on my MVP because so much frigging happened. It is between, I think, I'm not going to lie, Huda, I know, controversial, but it's between Huda because this girl she just stays giving her all. Like, you cannot say Huda has not given the performance of a lifetime here. I know it's her life, but like, she has given everything. And also between her and Jeremiah, that's my MVPs. Seriously, Jeremiah, he was just like, I understand what the American people wanted, and I'm going to give it to them. That's what he did. It's ridiculous. Okay, let me go to the comments real quick. And yeah, definitely, Jordan, I'm with you. 9 out of 10. Very, very well done, producers. Well done, producers. Absolutely epic. Very, very, very good episode. Twists and turns, all of the drama, needed it. Miss Prissy said, I'm going to have a glass of wine. Do it. I love it. Erin's like 1,000. 1,000. What? Love it. Jordan said, Austin is my MVP. Tell me why. Lauren said, Taylor. Ooh, interesting choice. Taylor and his expressions during the episode. Oh my God. No, he was cracking me up. He was looking like, this girl is crazy. That's what his eyes were saying the whole time. Erin saying Jeremiah's MVP. Miss Prissy said USA is always spicy, and said Jeremiah. Jordan saying Jeremiah as well. Erin said King Kong ain't got shit on Huda. Jordan says Jeremiah and Austin for waking up and moving on. Huda needs to go home and seek therapy. She needs some EMDR before she's allowed back in her home. EDM, what's that? Is that some sort of therapy technique or something? Lauren says Taylor is so funny. He's always my MVP. The photo of him covering his eyes. Nah, Taylor was giving me joke this episode. He really was. Sim said USA know how to make crack TV. Honestly, it's so addictive. It's so, like, you kind of, it's, in some respects, you know what's going to happen, but you kind of still want more. Like, I'm fully invested, and I'm looking, and then when I watch UK, I'm just like, rubbish. Serious. And tonight's UK episode wasn't even that bad, but like, compared to USA, it's like night and day. Jordan saying Taylor, his eyes were saying one thing, and so was his mouth, but he didn't say stand on it. Yeah, that's very, very true. That's very, very true. Let me just quickly see, because I wanted to see if there's anything that I can show. I'll just have a quick look. Give me just a second. I should have elevator music when I have to do bits now. Okay, so unfortunately, well, a couple of things happened in this episode. We had Huda crashing out again and again and again, especially after Jeremiah picks Iris. We had, like, obviously the recoupling twist in itself. You know, the Islanders standing beside the door, outside the door of who they wanted. Jeremiah picking Iris, of course, and the villa kind of turning on Huda. Ooh, Erin, you've got some tea. Erin says, I've got some tea for you about some of these Islanders. Spill the tea, Erin. Oh my gosh. Okay, shall I do the roundup and then you come on and you can spill the tea? That would be amazing. EMDR is therapy soldiers get after seeing war and casualties, which is how Huda acts like she's been through. Oh my God. Jordan. That's cheeky, Jordan. Cheeky. But I do agree. She definitely needs some serious support. But I do think that she has been, is gaslit the word? Enabled by some of the her villa mates. Like, I think she's been enabled by them because they're not fully telling her your behavior is out of order. You need to stop. I mean, maybe Ace a little bit, but he more was concerned about her situation rather than how she's behaving and her crashing out. Nick did tell her, Uncle Nick did tell her, he did say to her, like, the way you came across when Iris came into the villa was overbearing. He did tell her, he stood on business on that. And Sierra did say to her to allow it with the name calling with Jeremiah. And her response was, I was crashing out. She's rude. She's rude. She's rude. So Lauren says, okay, and let's be real, Huda makes great TV. Yeah, so she is entertaining. I 100% agree. We'd want to keep her there. I just feel bad for Jalen. He brought a passport just for Love Island. I know. I think that was so sweet. Like, I really think that was so sweet. And I feel like this is great for him. Like, he's never left the country. He's from a small town. He did seem like super, like, grateful. You know, just to have the experience and everything like that. And I'm sure he's going to get lots of love and everything like that. He didn't piss anybody off. He was just cool. He just liked Alandria and she didn't like him back enough, basically. Sim said, this episode was fire. Very upset with the outcome. Thought Huda had her passport ready. Oh, did you? Did you? No, I didn't. There was no way they're going to. She's bringing in too many ratings. And we're only a third of the way through. Right? We've just finished the second week and this is 6 weeks. So we're third of the way through. Oh, what's this? Sorry, 1 second. Oh, don't like that. Sorry, guys. Might have to do a little makeup tweak while we think. Can't be on camera with stuff on my lips. Do you know what I mean? I'm at home anyway, so it's all good. All good. Okay. 1 second. So the girls, Jordan is saying the girls are enablers. Ace and Nick are gassing her up. They are now. Huda may be good for TV for some of you, but she is draining my soul day by day. Frankly, I don't think this is good for her mental health. I worry about her mental health. I worry about her mental health. Like, honestly, I really do. I would like to think with all these eyes watching, they would be doing the best they can for her care in there. I hope so. I hope so. Gilda, I thought Honey was at it again. No, he's actually quite quiet, which I'm very happy about. No, it's like I've got that white line on my fucking lip, which is a bit gross. Sorry guys, but I've been talking for ages. And it's hot in here as well. Okay, so let's go through the episode. So we pick up with Jeremiah and Huda arguing in the speakeasy, and she is basically saying, you know, how would you feel if you was in my situation? And Jeremiah is just like, look, I would never call you out with your name. I would never call you a bitch and everything like that. And I'm glad he said that, because someone needed to say to her, this is not how you talk to people. Even if you're mad, like, you can't be talking to people like you can't be talking to people like that. You really can't. It's rude. Well, it's not a bit rude. It's straight up rude and unnecessary. So you really shouldn't be doing that at all, kind of thing. So I'm glad he kind of said that it came from him, you know? Do you know what I mean? But Huda's argument is, you know, any guy would have gone straight to their girl. That's what they should have done. Like, that's what they would do. And, you know, Jeremiah doesn't like that. He thinks that because he didn't go and speak to her, although his excuse was that he was frozen, he froze, that type of thing, he now thinks that she thinks that he's not a man, right? She basically just continues to argue. She brings up the pancake situation again. And Huda at this point wholeheartedly believes that America has seen Jeremiah doing things, and that's why they picked Iris to be with him to save her. And Jeremiah's like, no. I think you've got it twisted. I think America has seen what you've been like, and they've saved me. And he's right? She's got it wrong, and she is strong and wrong at the moment. So she's gone with this. And also the people in the villa, they've also supporting this as well. Do you know what I mean? We see a quick chat with Austin and Amaya. I don't know how much you guys care about this. Austin has shaved off his beard. You know who Austin reminds me of? I don't know if you guys watch like these cartoons, but you know, is it Bob's Burger, the dad? He reminds me of that cartoon so much, especially this episode. Just like he's got that weird, maybe it's the way he talks as well, a little bit as well. He just gives that weird vibe. It's very slow how he speaks. And I think that guy speaks slow as well. But anyway, I know he's a cartoon, but yeah. So basically Amaya kind of is flirting with Austin because she needs to keep her a lot of people are saying that, Erin. She needs to keep her options. Well, she needs to find someone before she's going home, right? Do you know what I mean? And she can see that things aren't going well with him and Shelley, so I think she's just making her move. She affirms him a lot as well. She says that he's a nice guy, he's a great guy, she likes his energy, all this kind of stuff. And you know, they seem to be getting on. They seem to be getting on. What I was thinking, though, I hope and I wonder if, you know, Amaya's had a conversation with Shelley to let her know, you know, that she is into Austin, because she went in on Shelley about Ace. So I hope she's doing the same back, you know. Hannah and Pepe, we see them. Hannah's just moved on. There's nothing more to say than that. She's moved on. I think she said, what did she say? She said, yesterday was very uncomfortable, but sometimes you need to break down to break through. That was her thing. I do really like Hannah, though. I like her a lot. I think she's good for the villa. But she has moved on very, very, very quickly, you know? Yeah, we see Olandria and Taylor. Taylor jokes with Olandria about the date with Jalen. What did he say? She said to him, yeah, because Taylor was up for, he was vulnerable the day before. She said that, you know, if he had gone, that she would have started packing her bags. Do you guys believe her? Because I don't. I really don't. Oh my God, sorry. I do this. I really don't. Wait. Hannah gave the performance of a lifetime as far as I'm concerned. Like, she really did. Like, I couldn't believe how much she was going in, you know. So let me just do my lip liner real quick. I don't like having bare lips on the screen. So you get 2 in 1, guys. Like a little lip tutorial. Also, you see, what do you call it? What's her name? Orlandria and her lip combos. I've said it before. Elite. She's brilliant. Yeah, Hannah did say Charlie who. She weren't interested in it again. She weren't. But I bet you something. If they bring Charlie back for Casa, elite. Get ready with Charlotte. Yeah. One day I should do that, you know, like my prep. To her. When it's cooler though, because in this weather, you can't even be wearing that much. You can't, because it would just melt off your freaking face. Do you know what I mean? Sorry. Little, oh, I can't even find my proper gloss. Honey, he's crying again. You're not going outside and you can't get outside. Not today. You're not going to shame me. Jordan says, wait until movie night when she sees Taylor saying he wasn't physically attracted to her and didn't know how to get there. Yeah, I know. And that he's only pressing to stay in the villa with Ace. Yeah. We need to get ready with him, but London has been so hot. It's so freaking hot, man. It really is. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the heat. So my hair's gone to lines. Girl, that's why I'm just like, to be fair, I'm hot under this wig, but this is the best I can do. I'm just gonna, I don't even know what hairstyle I can maintain. I really don't. Okay, so Orlandria and Taylor are talking, and yeah, she's saying she would have packed her bags. I don't believe her. And then they go to the photo booth, they take some cute pictures. There is and then they kiss, but their kissing to me is so childish. Taylor and Orlandria, I think on like the sex appeal, they need to give us more. Is that a bit pervy? I don't know. But like their kissing is just pecs, man. Like, come on. It's just very strange to me. I don't know, like, because he did put up his hat, so maybe they're kissing behind the hat. Maybe that's what's happening, and they just don't want it on camera, or Landria doesn't want it on camera, and he's respecting that. Maybe, but I just feel like all this pecking, just pecking. Yeah, it's just lots of pecks, man. Come on, do better, do better. So yeah, Jeremiah and Huda, they're still arguing. They're still arguing at this point. Jeremiah does say to her he has no regrets in ever picking Huda, do you know what I mean, and getting to know her and everything like that, and he genuinely thought that he was making her happy. I believe that he was. She's just mad at him. She does start to cry again because she's really hurt, and she says, you broke my heart. You know, they get up to leave. He tries to hug it out of her, and she's like, no. She pushes him away. So what are people saying? Taylor does not like her, full stop. Gilda, absolutely. I agree. Taylor does not like Orlandria. He's absolutely forcing it. And I feel sorry for her because she had a real chance at something. And I don't know if the producers are going to bring in someone else for her. I really don't. Jordan said, I live in a hot state. Hot year round. That's why my hair hasn't seen a comb in 2 years. You're funny. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, so then they get ready for bed. Iris is talking about America literally put her in the middle of a mess. And during the night, Huda does get out of bed and she goes and like cries in the corridor. That was like sad to see. I didn't like that. It's really getting to her and she doesn't know how to control her emotions. Jeremiah does notice when she does leave the bedroom though. He does. You know what? Side note, you know what's really, really gross to me? Because, you know, at this point, Ace is still sleeping in soul ties. Do you see how many people during the day go into soul ties with their shoes on and that's where Ace sleeps? Like, it's so gross to me. it's just so gross. Like, I just hope I don't even know what they're doing. I don't know how they clean that place. I don't know if he's really putting a cover down, you know, on the mattress bit. Like, I just think it's just disgusting. It's really, really gross. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest. In the morning, Nick tells Ace that he thinks Jeremiah and Huda's relationship is a bit toxic. It's just like a little, like, everybody knows that. Taylor makes Huda breakfast because he thinks that Jeremiah won't do it. And I think that was kind of sweet to make sure that she wasn't left out. However, Taylor should have probably consulted Jeremiah to see whether he was going to or not. Sorry. I'm seeing this come through. Jordan said less than a week ago, Huda told us she was the most emotionally mature person in the villa. Bro, that hasn't aged well at all, has it? It really hasn't. Sim says, Huda is setting a poor example for her daughter, in my opinion. She is crashing the fuck out on a guy she met 2 weeks ago. 2 months in Love Island years. Yeah, no, honestly, I agree with you. Like, I don't want to be like super judgmental on her, but it doesn't sit well with me at all. Like, you have like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, I can't lie how I feel. Like, I feel like, especially because she has a daughter, you know, and this is going to essentially live forever. And you're going to have to really explain to your daughter this behavior, what came over you, like what happened here, you know? Sim said, I'm judging. But yeah, I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot. I just, yeah. She should be doing better, unfortunately. Yeah, she really should. One thing that happens is that some of the islanders, so Nick, Sierra, Shelley, Ace, Orlandria, and Taylor, I think it's all of them, are having a big old discussion, a big old conversation about Jeremiah and Huda's relationship. The discussion is actually led by Nick at this moment. And he's talking about, do you think their relationship should last? Orlandria was like straight up, no. Yeah. And Nick was saying he agrees, like their toxicity is affecting everybody here. Shelley mentions, like, when Iris came into the villa, Huda had a lot to say about it, and she was standing her ground, this, that, the other. And Huda realizes, because she's in the gym at the moment, she realizes they're talking about her. So she starts doing, like, you know, those gym positions and stuff and everything like that. Like, I see you watching me, so watch me then. And, you know, they spot that she's watching them, and then they start laughing, you know? And I just thought, like, this doesn't sit well with me, because, yes, Jordan, they are all hypocrites. They're all hypocrites, and they've all been enabling her. And I think, yeah, except Nick. Nick is the only one who's really told the truth to her face about how he feels about her relationship with Jeremiah. And I think it is kind of out of order that they're doing this. I think it's rude. I think it's a little bit nasty. And I wouldn't expect, maybe I hold Shelley in higher esteem, but like, I didn't expect this from Shelley in particular. Like, I don't know. I didn't like this from Shelley. I think it's out of order. They should be able to talk to her face. I do think that I can see Erin. Erin's like, I disagree. Go on, Erin. I know you're typing. Tell me for why. Tell me for why. Seriously. Let me just go to thingy as well. Let me see what's happening on Instagram. Hey, Instagram peeps. I hope you're good. Remember, you can come over to YouTube and join in the conversation here. I'll just put the link in the chat again. And guys, make sure you like the video as well, please. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Please. Thank you. Sim said, yes, Jordan, them shower shenanigans. Yeah, what the fuck, I have a daughter. Big no from me. Jordan said, Shelley is now a member of the Ace crew. Follow the leader. Absolutely. You know how I feel about Ace. You know how I feel about him. My gosh. So yeah, Nick does say in the hut that a couple of them are feeling very drained because they haven't been able to focus on their own relationships. They've had to be focusing on Huda and Jeremiah's relationship because it's taken over the whole villa. Huda does walk past them and then they change the subjects. Like, do you know what I mean? No one's saying anything with their chest. Ace is a puppet master. Agree. Hard agree. Hard agree. Okay, Erin. Yeah, I got you. I'm coming. So Orlandria and Jalen, little bit of a dry conversation. They basically don't even talk about themselves or their relationship. They're talking about Jeremiah and Huda. And basically Orlandria was saying like she's happy that they got a chance to be away from the villa on their date and stuff, so they didn't have to deal with all the drama yesterday. So then Jeremiah, I think, coached by the producers, decides to talk to Huda, pull her for a chat, and explain. He attempts to explain why things have broken down in their relationship. He, in his opinion, he thinks that things got too intimate too quickly. They skipped the best friends part, and they got to relationship too quickly as well. And he says that, you know, thinking about the future, the only healthy way to move on is for them to be friends first. Now, I think, don't get me wrong, I know there's issues with Jeremiah, but I do think this was quite mature of him. And I like the way he was trying to attempt to handle this situation and kind of like diffuse things between them a little bit. Like I actually did think, okay, cool, you're trying to manage this. Don't get me wrong, I know he's got issues and I know he's wrong and he's toxic. Like I do know this, but like I feel like he was trying there. You know, it was a very sensible thing for him to do. Probably came from the producers, as I said. But like I feel like, what do you call it? He's trying to be less of a toxic asshole at this point. At this point. So then Huda is just like, you know what? I'm hurt. Like I've been all over you. I've been sharing I think she was basically saying, I've been sharing my body. I've been sharing my vulnerability with you. Do you know what I mean? And now we go back to being friends. And I was just like, even back to being friends, you guys were never friends. You just went full blown into it. Like, you know, so they don't even know what friends looks like for them. So then Iris is actually watching from across the villa and she sees them getting comfortable because at this point, Huda has put like her feet underneath Jeremiah. So she's like kind of, she's playing with him a little bit. But I think Huda, because she's always aware and she's always territorial, I think Huda knows that Iris is watching and she's doing it on purpose. Like he's still mine, you know, that kind of vibe. So Iris is watching and she's saying like, she's getting annoyed. She's just like, you know what, you two are fucking crazy together, that type of thing. Huda does say like she can't be buddy with Jeremiah anymore. And Jeremiah is just like, look, I'm not saying that. Like he wishes he was in a couple with her. Don't believe him. And I wish I could be there for you, you know? Huda was just like, well, that's part of the problem because, you know, we had that long conversation yesterday and you're still sleeping in the bed with Iris. So Huda wants Jeremiah to go and sleep in soul ties with Ace. And Jeremiah basically says, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not going to do that. Why would I? We're not in a good place. So what's the point? We're not even together anymore. What's the point? That was it. This is at the point when Huda starts to get pissed off. She's not talking rationally anymore, you know? She was just like, I'm not going to elaborate again. I'm not telling you what to do again. I'm not going to do this kind of thing. If this is what it takes for you to like me. And he interrupts and said, I'm not trying to get you to like me. She takes this the wrong way. And you just see Hurricane Huda just starting getting whipped up again. She is so freaking annoyed. She's so annoyed. She's like, don't fucking talk to me. Do you know what I mean? She gets up, she throws the pillow that she had covering her. Like Jeremiah's still laying down, but like he's like, what do you mean? Huda continued to walk away. She's just like, leave me the fuck alone. So stop talking to me. Leave me alone. She doesn't want to be involved with him anymore. She's obviously crashing out again. The whole villa stopped to watch. Everyone's like meerkats. Like, what's going on? What's going on? You know, and Huda's giving them a real show. Iris is there laying, looks like she's crashing out again. Jalen, who she's sitting with, is just like, first crash out of the day or something like that. And she's just like, no, I think this is number 15 or something. So she is literally a big joke to everybody in the villa. They're just like, okay, when is Huda going to crash out? going in 3, 2, 1, go, and she's crashing out again, you know? She's just annoyed. She's really annoyed. And she gets pissed off and she walks over to some of the islanders. So she marches over there and she basically misinterprets what Jeremiah is actually saying. And she says that he said that he didn't care to be with her, which is not really what he said. He said he wanted them to get to a healthy place. He's saying that let's be friends, you know, that type of thing. So then Huda is shouting now. She's absolutely shouting. She's saying that she doesn't care. She's saying that Jeremiah should get off her dick. She's saying that he's a bitch, like all of this kind of stuff. And again, I'm just like, I don't know about you, but I don't know any man that's like, yeah, it's okay for you to call me a bitch in anger. I'm like, nah, man, nah. It's unbecoming. It's just like she needs to do better in this space, like for real. So, and Huda, what she can't do at this moment is read the room, because no one is on her side at this moment. They're all giving looks to each other. Taylor was the worst for this. He was the worst. He's looking like, God, can you see what's happening here? Like, she's talking crazy, right? Like, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Is that type of thing? And one by one, the islanders, they start to leave that area where she's fuming, and she's just left with Taylor and Amaya. And she's not getting that they're moving away from her because of her drama. So yeah, I kind of feel for her. So Jeremiah, Sim was saying Jeremiah has started to think about escape plans as soon as he heard Huda is a mother. Yeah, absolutely. And this couldn't be better for him, to be honest. Jordan is saying true, and Huda made it easy. Now let's reverse this. And if Jeremiah was calling Huda out of her name across the villa and tossing pillows, he'll be removed by the producers. No vote. 100%. This is why her behavior is disgusting. She needs to change it. Like, she absolutely needs to change it, because it would not be acceptable for any man to be repeatedly calling, you know, any woman in there a bitch. Like, it just wouldn't. And she means it in the same way. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she means it with all vim. She means it with all disrespect. She's literally, as he said, calling him out of his name, and it's not on. It really isn't. But like, I'm glad he mentioned something earlier in this episode, but he should have said it before. And maybe he did and we just haven't seen it, but he should have said that before. He should have put a boundary there. Simmer says Jalen speaks. Yeah, I'm surprised. He doesn't seem to say much, or the producers don't want us to see his personalities. Yeah, I agree. Both of those. Simmer says Huda wants to put hands on this man, but knows the cameras are on. Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And that pillow toss told me everything I need to know. Seriously. So it says, gosh, how's she gonna feel after seeing or hearing what went down behind her? She is going to need a month of social media, no interviews, nothing really. Yeah, I agree with that kind of thing. It's gonna be painful. And I hope she gets support. I really do, in terms of, sorry, I need to get my water, on how she's gonna get there. I really do hope she gets support. Jordan said she means it as the ultimate disrespect, and the P word too, unacceptable. Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't know. I don't do that. Like, even me in my friendships, yeah, like, as fiery as I can be at times, yeah, if you're my friend, even, let alone a partner, I'm not swearing at you in anger. Like, I just don't do that. Like, I think it's so disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? It's just so disrespectful. And I feel like you shouldn't. It's just a line too far for me. And I know I can be a little bit conservative with some type of things. It's a big no-no, a big friggin' no-no. So it says, I don't condone her behavior, but this is a hard watch. Yeah, absolutely. I think because we can see how she is misinterpreting everything. So we're watching it unravel. So we know that a car crash is coming, basically. And there's going to be a point where we're going to see her moment of realization. And I feel like that is hopeful. There's a little bit of hope there that we're going to get to see her moment of realization, but it's how she acts after that and what she does, whether she gets, takes accountability, whether she's ready to work on herself. We're going to see that. And I hope that she is. I hope so. Jordan says, no one in that villa except Austin and Amaya are having a good day. That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. That's very, very true. They're not. They're not. So yeah. So then we see Orlandria and Austin. They go and talk to Jeremiah. Jeremiah was explaining that him and Huda definitely have different communication styles, yeah. And he doesn't tend to blow up the way that she does. Like, he clearly doesn't, and Orlandria says something along the lines of, like, being with her, it's a full package, and like with her kid and that. And Austin was just like, she has a kid. So Austin didn't know. There's still people in the villa that don't know. Do you know what I mean? They let the cat out of the bag and they laugh. And I was just like, eesh, this one's going to come back. This one's going to come back and cause another hurricane. Really and truly, it really is. We see a quick shot of Austin and Shelley, working out in the gym. It was playful, it was cute. It was about Shelley's just trying to, I think Shelley does the minimum effort to keep Austin interested. And Austin, and that is enough for Austin. Yeah, that's enough. She can do the absolute minimum. And he's like, okay, cool. She likes me again, So yeah, so she had to put in a little shift today. So that's what she done. She went and worked out with him. Then we see Iris and Jeremiah. Iris, her strategy is just be nice to Jeremiah and stick in there. And it's working, because she was just asking him how he feels about things. She says that she feels like she's been walking on eggshells. She says that, like, I know that a lot is happening, but just know that you can talk to me. I'm here for you, and Jeremiah is very, very, oh my God, I don't think it's happening today. Oh my God, my battery's just gone. Hold on 1 second, guys. What's going on here? Oh no. Give me just a second. Just talk amongst yourselves. There's always something. Just stay there. Let me see. Oh, let me just mute myself. I start cussing. Okay. Sorry. No, it wasn't honey. Thank you, Miss Prestige. Appreciate you. It wasn't honey this time, it was me. My charger wire was caught up in the wheel of my chair. So it was very annoying. Oh, Chardonians. Is that what we're calling us? Is that what you're calling us? That's so cute, Simsima. Seriously. Yes, Erin. She's coming. Right. So I need to let that fire up again now. That's so annoying. I was on a roll as well. Jesus. Let me put it up here and see. Technology. Right. Where was I? What was I talking about? Yeah, Iris and Jeremiah. There we go. So basically, Iris is very happy. Iris is doing her job to get Jeremiah at this point because she's just being nice. He is I love that too, Miss Prestige. Chardanians. Am I saying it correctly? Is that how you meant it? Sounds like a whole nation. Let's build this nation. One subscriber by one subscriber, one by one. But yeah, she's being super, super nice to him. But yeah. We see Huda, she's an absolute mess. Wait, even before that, so that there was when they were what do you call it, getting ready, that's when Sierra tells her that she needs to tone down her name calling on sorry, let me just focus this a little bit on Jeremiah, which she was, what's the word, what she was just like, I'm crashing out. So she kind of like dismissed it. And then Orlandria asks Huda, okay, so what are your non-negotiables? Like, you know, if you're moving on, like, what is it that you're looking for? She was trying to just be helpful in some sort of way to understand Huda's mindset. Here, Huda, you know what? I don't want to talk about this right now. I'll talk to you later. I thought that was hella rude. I thought that was hella rude. I didn't like that at all. She's just being rude, man. Seriously, unnecessarily. Because at the end of the day, of course, people want to talk to you because you have been making everything the focus on you. So, like, what the hell? It's just a lot. So then, Nick asks Jeremiah if he likes Iris, and he says, yeah, she's cool people. Can someone tell me? Because I saw somewhere that people are saying that Jeremiah, not what Huda said though, Jeremiah said to Nick that he's not attracted to her, and I didn't see that anywhere. I maybe I missed it or something like that. But from what I saw, Jeremiah was saying that she was cool people. Okay, so then they're downstairs and everything. Jeremiah obviously is being nice to Iris. He takes her hand when she comes down the stairs. When they're at the table, he pulls out her chair. Who told him to do this? Because Huda is mad. She's mad at this. She first of all turns her back and everything like that. Then she becomes overwhelmed and she walks off. Hannah runs after her and, you know, tries to calm her down. And Huda is basically hyperventilating. She's just like she can't speak. She's beside herself. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's what I'm just like, I don't know if this girl is okay. I really don't know if she's okay because it seems like there's so many underlying issues there that she's reacting so freaking badly to this. Like, I get the emotion, but it's like it's so on the surface. It's like anything can set her off, you know? And what do you expect him to do? Like, he is in a couple of Iris. You guys have just had a big argument. Of course, he's gonna, you know, move on. Honey, it's not happening. Can you guys hear him? Hey, Saf. Yes, we have already covered UK. You can like start at the beginning if you want to, or you can stick around and watch it later. Hope you're good though. So yeah, she's hyperventilating. She's crying that he wouldn't even make eye contact with her or anything like that. To me, this behavior is insane. Like, she's not okay. But Hannah does her best to try and give her some advice. You know, do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Erin's coming. Don't worry, we're nearly there. Gilda said, Charlotte, she slept with that man too quick. I mean, kinda. You know what? With another man, it might have been fine, right? Do you know what I mean? But with this man, definitely. Because number one, he didn't know who you were fully, and he didn't know your what do you call it? He didn't know who she was fully, and he didn't know that she was a mother at the time when he locked in on her. And they don't know each other, right? Like, they've literally just met. Like, you can't be doing that because you don't even know his character. You don't know how he's going to treat you. When you're in that situation, it's better that you don't take big risks like that. When you're a mother, a young mom in particular, it's better that you don't take big risks like that. That was a big risk that she took on there. You know, it's already a risk kind of coming on the show, but she didn't know him well enough to do all of that. She really didn't. Simpson said, no, we were around this bit. Iris's chair got stuck and Jeremiah helped her move it. Huda made a big assumption here. She's a bunny boiler. Jordan said she was in the shower with him before she mentioned her daughter. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's just like she wanted to lock him in. She wanted to use the pom-pom magic on him to lock him in. And it didn't work. It didn't work. Sim said this show is giving us so many teachable moments. Don't F a guy so quickly. Tell a guy you got babies and don't kiss a guy with cold sores. All of that. All of that. All of that. Seriously. If people don't know this already, please wake up. Wake up, wake up. Yeah, it never works. But anyway, Hannah and what's it called? What's her name? Huda go out the bathroom together. She tries to keep her head up. We see Austin and Amaya. They kind of get cute. They talk about where they're from. He's from Michigan. So she's like, you're American. You know, she talks about her being from being Dominican, saying that, you know, if she had kids with someone who wasn't Dominican, she was still teaching Spanish because, you know, she's big on culture and da-da-da-da-da. She's talking so much. And then she just switches. I think, no, she talks to him about, she says to him that, oh, I think you'd make a great dad. She's like constantly affirming this guy because she's trying to get connection, basically. And and basically then she switches it and then she's just like, oh, can you lift me up? So Austin, of course, happy to oblige. He lifts her up, all the Villa sees as well, kind of thing. So you can see that's happening. So they are having this conversation of like, okay, me and you, we're for each other. So then Ariana enters the villa. The recoupling begins. So they have to recouple him, but they've done it in such a way that it's just so cool. They've just brought the drama. So what they've basically said, by the way, Ariana, her abs, amazing. Her abs were so cool. I did not like her hair. Loved the dress, didn't like the hair. I feel like they could have done a more simple style. I think like maybe like a slicked back pony or even maybe a high pony too much, but a low pony might have worked better with that. But yeah, Sim said this girl said this whole thing without blinking. Yeah, Amaya's intense. She's intense. She's high energy and intense. Yeah, you know what? But they say that though, that people with light eyes, they hold their eyes open more. So they're like more like this. So you can see, it's like they're letting all the light in. So you can see every angle, you know? So Ariana, as I said, looked amazing. Didn't like the hair though. The Islanders are absolutely shook. They're shook. They're very, very shook. Austin does say that he would love to copper up Ariana, and he was first to help her get up the stairs as well because he's starving. He's so friggin' starving. Anyway, they go to the fire pit and it's revealed that there's a twist, that each girl has to go behind a door. Yeah. And basically they go through the door, then they have to text the name of the person they want to, the name of the guy that they want to be coupled up with, and the boys then have to one by one stand in front of the door of the girl they want to couple up with. If that door opens, because these doors are locked, if that door opens, then you two are a match and then you're a couple. If it's locked, you're not a match, yeah? Or any girl that is left behind the closed door, And any boy that doesn't unlock a door are vulnerable and single. So, Nick is the first to go. His one's easy. Sierra turns the handle. Of course, they remain a couple. Pepe, Hannah, same. They're happy that America matched them together. It's a match. Austin has released himself from the shackles of Shelley and picked Amaya. So they are now together. I was slightly thinking I wish Ace had gone first because I would have liked to see who he would have chosen. Yeah, I just wanted to see that drama, but I guess it was still the same kind of in that situation. But I would have liked to see if Ace had picked Iris, if then Austin would have still picked Amaya, or he would have went for Shelley. I wanted to see what would happen in that situation, but we didn't get that. Shelley does say she didn't know that Amaya and Austin had even made a connection, and she wished she had known. So I'm just like, Amaya, you didn't tell Shelley, you know? So let's see. Ace finally picks Shelley. He finally picks her. He says, and you know Ace loves his speech. He says he likes her because she challenges him, that she helps him to be vulnerable, that she helps him to be creative. It's all very cute, that she's gorgeous, all of this kind of stuff. And every time he sees her walk down the stairs, that she lights up the room, and he's excited to get to know her every single day, and they are a match. Now, what do you reckon? Because I'm pretty sure Ace is not going to sit her down and say, I'm not going to kiss you outside challenges. I don't want you to touch me, and don't call me babes. I don't think he's going to do that. Do you know what I mean? Jordan is saying Ariana is a true Californian girl. That yoga is, what's that? Sorry, it jumped. It's yoga is unreal for the muscles. Yeah, absolutely. Sim says, see, US have budget and creativity, boy. This was good TV. Absolutely. They have budget. They nose scrimples unscrump. They just gave us everything. They really gave us everything. And then Jalen goes. Oh, so when Jalen went, you saw Olandria behind her door, just literally closing her eyes, like, squeezing her face, closing her eyes, because he tries the door and the door does not open. The door does not open, and he is vulnerable. So he has to go and sit on the bleachers by himself. So then Taylor goes up. So obviously Taylor knows he's got to win, you know? He has a bit of pep in his step and everything like that. And he tries the door, and it's a match. They like each other. They're now a couple. Well, I say they like each other. Olandria likes Taylor. I don't think Taylor likes Olandria. I think Taylor likes being in the villa. That's what I think. And he likes Ace. That's what I think. Olandria said that it feels like home again. So she's locking in. She really is. Jeremiah is the last to go. So the doors that we see is Iris on one side and then Huda on the other. He has to choose between the two. He's smiling though, and I don't know whether it's from nerves, but he is smiling. And then he's walking, and he kind of steps on Huda's driveway or whatever, the path to the door, but then he swerves and goes on to Iris. So that was kind of cruel. I don't know. And he opens her door, and it's a match. Huda realizes what's happened, and she's absolutely distraught. She's so dramatic. She's very Nollywood. She drops to the floor. She really does. And then, I can't lie, yeah, they played this AI version of Natalie Imbruglia's Torn, which I absolutely love that song. I really do. But it was the weirdest version I've ever heard in my life. It was so funny. But yeah, Huda then composes herself because she's called out, you know, by, what's it called? What's her name? What is it called? Ariana, sorry, drew a blank then. But she actually waits until she opens her door, and then she comes out in dramatic fashion. Jeremiah, what does he say? He says that with Iris, because she was in the eye of the storm, like she's remained level-headed this whole time, and she's always checking up on him, and he basically needed to change the situation that he was in. Iris was also like, we spoke through a few things and we decided to explore our connection in terms of why they chose each other. Huda comes through her door. Everybody's waiting for her arrival. Everybody knows that it's going to be dramatic. And yeah, she comes out. It's almost like, I swear, when the door opened, it also slammed as well. I don't know if that was on purpose, whether that was the wind, whether that was sound effects, I don't know, but it was like the door slammed. And she Ariana asks her, so you unlocked your door for Jeremiah? She was just like, yeah, I did. And she was asked why. She's like, he told me she's not his type. He told me he's not attracted to her. He told me that he didn't want to sleep in a bed with her. She said that he told me he cares about me, that this was another chance for him to prove it. Then she said, once again, Jeremiah has failed. She says, congratulations, buddy, you're a dick. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was wild. It was just so wild. Everybody's looking at her. Everybody's like, what the hell is going on? You can see Taylor's face behind Huda, looking at Jeremiah like, what the hell is this? Like, what is she on? Yeah, Jeremiah is just smiling. His arm is away around Iris. His arm doesn't move, by the way. It stays around Iris. And basically he says, the reason why I didn't choose Huda is because we're too toxic. Like, this situation is too toxic. Huda then cuts in and she's like, go enjoy your safe option. She does say your scapegoat. She does mean scapegoat, obviously. Austin starts laughing. Ariana asks him, like, why are you laughing? And he's just like, look, I'm happy. I'm happy that he went for the safest option, because we've just been in a circle of like, what the fuck is going on? And actually, we need to stop all that. And then he says, scrap that. No, he says, sorry. But then he's like, scrap that. I'm not sorry. So now both Huda and Jalen are both vulnerable. And then the next twist is that Ariana asks is that basically the islanders have to vote with their bodies and stand next to the person that they want to save. So Huda gets a second lifeline because Sierra, Amaya, Shelly, Ace, strangely enough, but I guess I get it because Ace is friends with Taylor, so he doesn't want to back Taylor, so I get it. Iris, strange choice as well. Orlandria, Taylor, and Hannah, all of them vote for Huda. For Jalen, it's Nick, Austin, Jeremiah, and Pepe. So it means Huda is safe. At one point, when Ace voted for Huda, she tries to hold out her hand and say, like, hold my hand. And Ace, I swear he mouths, hell no, and then just moves back. He declines. So Huda is safe. Jalen, he was so sweet. He was like, thank you for the experience and everything like that. But my fear is that this is going to totally empower Huda. Huda's going to think, I've got my people on my side. They're on my side over Jeremiah's. But what these people are actually doing is just enabling her, I think it's hard. Iris runs off because she's like exhausted at this point. She really is. And Hannah kind of goes after her and everything like that. She's like really kind of exhausted. Huda does go over and thank Iris though. I don't know about that thank you. It was a bit sinister to me. It was a bit like flex to me. It was just like, yeah, of course you need to get in line. Of course you need to stay on side. It was giving me that energy to me. I didn't like that, but I guess like she had to do it. Huda did say that she feels terrible. And yeah, Jaylen leaves. I thought it was odd though that they didn't show any one-on-one time with Jaylen and Olandria. That was odd. Because surely they should have had a bit of a conversation, no? Because Charlie and Hannah did, and that was kind of like the same amount of time, was it not? I don't know. But yeah. So we see a clip of Thursday night anyway, and it looks like most of the Islanders have had enough of Huda. So we'll see how that is going to turn out. And that was the episode. It was good. It was juicy. There was a lot going on. But I think Hurricane Huda is still going to strike again. We haven't seen enough of we're going to see more of her. Let me see some of these comments real quick. Simsima says Ace's speech was a red flag, 10 points about what Shelley does for him and making him feel, and 2 brief points about her looks and personality. No, I hear that. Oh yeah, Jordan says, I think this is about Huda. Yeah, embarrass Iris, that's a real girl's girl. Yeah, exactly. Simsima says, honorable shout out to the music selector. Yes, the lyrics were spot on. The timing was chef kiss. Love it. Yeah, it was very, very good. Love that song. That's all right, I'm told. I love it. Oh, Erin, your computer crashed. Oh my God, sorry. Okay, but you're back. You're back. Gilda is saying, so they should not all complain about crash outs because they had their chance. Yeah, exactly. Simsima says, well, Taylor better keep his eyes still when Huda has another. Sorry, I can't speak now. Well, Taylor better keep his eyes still when Huda has another Taz moment. He made his choice. Absolutely he did. When Love Island went from regular network to Peacock, the prize went from 50 to 100K. Oh, did it? Gilda said, Sade, Hannah was crying like one of those funeral cryers. She went in. She really did go in. I swear to God. Okay, shall we just let's do first look real quick. And then Erin, you're going to come on the stage. Okay? Because I need to see what's happening in the villa. Let's do this real quickly. Because another day without YouTube Premium. You know, sad times. Is that what it's called? YouTube Premium? I think so. Right. Guys. See, I like you guys the most because you're with me the longest. Seriously. Appreciate you. Thank you. If you haven't done so already, make sure you like this live as well. If you're not subscribed, then please subscribe. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Let's have a look at the first look. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, this can't be right. That looks way too long. Sorry. I've done it wrong. That's a clip from today. See, that's what I was looking for. Sorry, I was looking for that earlier. Right. Do we not have a first look? No way. Oh my God. We don't have a first look. Maybe it's on Instagram. 1 second. No first look. Hey, what's happening? Oh, is it because it's Wednesday and they don't do a show on Wednesday? So we'll get the first look tomorrow. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Erin. Dun, dun, dun. Let me stop this then and let's bring in Erin to the stage. Guys, if anybody else wants to join after Erin, just click the link, please. Yeah. Let's go. But yeah, I think what's this? Best episode so far. I think. It had all the bits. All the bits. Let's see what happens. I hope Ace treats Shelley right as well. I need him to treat Shelley right. I need him. Seriously. He needs to do it. But I know this guy isn't. He's going to go to, what's the word? What is the word? When he goes to Casa, he's going to do wrong. I know that for sure. Taking the piss, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Yeah, but definitely my favorite episode so far. Sad that Jalen left, though. I think, like, he could have done more. Jordan says, Thursday, the hurricane is coming back to Fiji. 100%. 100%. I wonder, that's the thing. I was curious to see how, what's her name? Iris actually deals with, what's it called? Deals with Huda. And she done well. Honestly, I feel like she done really, really well. Okay. Give me just a second. We have Miss Erin. Hello, Miss Erin. Hello.
Yes.
How you doing? Good evening or good? Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Listen, I got a lot to get off my chest because I've been fuming since yesterday's episode. And I've really tried sleeping. I've tried meditating to kind of control my anger because these new Love Island fans, I'm going to need y'all to get off my island. Get off my island.
Okay.
We don't want you. We didn't ask for you. This is a very close-knit community, and we don't need extras. We're good on background actors. We don't want you. Y'all are giving a lot of energy on X about things that you do not know about. I don't know who told you that this was Love Island, but this is not Love Island, baby. This is Scam Island. And all scams shall prevail. I don't care if it's a scam. I know it's a scam. But whoever scams me the best will get that cash. Let's be clear.
Oh, gosh.
I'm so over this. Oh, my God, they're scamming. Oh, my God, they're scamming. Jeremiah was a scammer, but he was a bad scammer. He just started scamming right.
Yeah.
He just started scamming right. Now I can buy into the scam because this made sense. Like, it's too much lippy on X. I'm over it. I don't need you guys giving your 3-second theorized, opinions. You guys are not Einstein. You don't know the show well enough. Just watch and shut up. Okay, now on to the tea, because
now you got that out of the way.
It's been going crazy since the recoupling. Like, the timeline is a mixture of people that hate Ace with their entire being, and people that are mad that Shelley has decided to couple up with Ace.
Oh,
yes.
Who's mad?
It's so many hate going on for Shelley right now. They actually want her to leave the villa.
Shelley,
yes.
Oh, because she strung Austin along? Is it that?
It's because she's coupled with Ace. And they now have this new propaganda that Shelley and Ace are scamming because they knew each other for 6 months. And Ace came into the villa, not really getting to know anyone, not really kissing anyone. Shelley's also not kissing anyone or getting intimate with anyone. So these two must have an agenda to come into the villa and kind of give each other a couple of days, play the long game, and then get together and win the money. Here is why that theory falls apart.
Okay, go on.
This show, I don't care how many people are deluded, like Huda. This show is not meant for love. If you find it, great. But the chances of you finding it is like finding rain in a desert. Okay? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The reality of that being true would also be that Shelly is this diabolical. Ace, yes. Shelly being this diabolical is a little too much for me because I don't get that vibe from I don't get Shelly being that
calculated. I don't know, Erin.
No, I'm being so real. I don't
know. I don't know. You know what? You know why I say that? It's because Shelly has successfully kept Austin at a reasonable. She said, "You can stay here, but 6 feet away." Yeah, she gave him COVID conditions, right? Like 6 feet away. She has successfully done that for this amount of time, which is years in Love Island world. So I wouldn't be surprised. She's not a silly girl. She's not a silly girl, and I believe she knows how to play the game. I really do. I think she's just a little bit more. I wouldn't be surprised she's a little bit more subtle with it. I wouldn't be surprised. To be honest. But I like Shelly. So I don't want to think that of her, but
I'm going to be honest.
I don't know.
I don't think Austin put enough pressure to get those things. I'm going to be honest. Because it's not like she's kissed Ace outside of a challenge. She really hasn't. Like anything that's been done where it's affectionate, it's always come from Ace. If you're really peeping game, it's always been him. It's never been her outright going and kissing him on the cheek or licking him or rubbing. It's always him, and she lets him just do what he does. Now, I'm not going to say I wasn't one of the people that were just like, look, if this is a scam, then take my money, because they're doing exactly what I expect scammers to do. You play into this. Like, I think a lot of people don't read romance books. I think a lot of people don't watch these romance shows because this is a long game. As someone who spent enough time watching K-dramas where you're waiting up until 40 episodes for these people to kiss, baby, this is a K-drama. Like, they took their time with this. They fleshed it out. If it is a scam, it's cool. But I think that arguably it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
You know what? I don't like the word scam. Yeah. That word scam came from Ace, right? He in the villa anyway. He started saying, "Oh, people are scamming," obviously, to Jeremiah and Huda and stuff. And I feel like he set the tone by saying that. So of course, if people don't want the heat on them anymore, it's easy for them to kind of switch it on the other person. So it's kind of like Ace was probably trying to be too clever and then walked into his own ish, really. That's what I think is happening there.
Well, for the other tea, Taylor's friend, Taylor's buddy, has now decided to make himself TikTok verified and defend Taylor about this whole having a girlfriend.
Okay, cool.
And he had a lot to say in regards to this was made up. Taylor does not have a girlfriend on the outside. He would not send a text to any woman out on the outside to say that he was going onto the show. He didn't even know he was going to get onto the show until the very last minute, and that he's very disheartened that people are misrepresenting who Taylor is as a person.
Okay.
Because he's not that type of guy. And that a lot of the reservations you see with Taylor and Alondria is more Taylor is not used to being in such a different environment where the cameras are on all the time, and that he's really an affectionate guy. And what you're seeing is just him trying to get comfortable with being in the public eye.
Now, no, sorry. I call BS as well. Like, what do you mean? He's done ad campaigns. He's done loads of stuff. He's a rodeo person. I don't know what it's called, but he's a cowboy, for Christ's sake. He does shows all the time. So what are you talking about? He's used to being on show. I don't believe that for a second.
That's where I was just kind of like, I understand you wanted to back up your friend. I do, but baby, this is not a strong argument. It's not. You're just making him look worse.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these friends and families, everyone comes in on the show and gives their opinion, and they want to defend their friend or their family members. And we understand that, you know, it is okay for you to come to their aid when you see them being dragged, but it's just kind of like there's the truth, and then there's whatever it is that we're seeing. So it's just it was a very not so good idea. But I will say congratulations, Austin and Amaya, on your Trumpy Dominican baby. I hope things go well for you guys so that people can stop dragging Ace for treating you so badly. I think you guys can sail into the sunset. You have our blessing. Hell, you have Ace's blessing at this point.
Right. Okay? I know he's so happy about that. I know he's so happy. But like, honestly, I just... Bro, Ace needs to apologize to the way he treated Amaya. Like, he literally does need to do that because it's not right. Like, I don't care, like, how annoying you think she was. Like, there was no reason for him to treat her like that. It's just not on. And if he was a decent man, he would do that. But yeah, he's going.
I mean, I think he will, but it might just be at the reunion. But it depends, because Ace stands on business when it comes to how he's feeling about people that he doesn't like. So I feel like Amaya should not hold her breath.
No. But I mean, like, I know your team Ace, or he's your client. I get it. Yeah. But yeah, I think continue to drag him personally. Do you know what I mean? Until he apologizes.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with the dragon. What I don't like is the outcry of, oh, he must leave. Do you know what will happen to this show if he does? Do you know what will happen to the ratings of the show if he does? Like, let's be for real. Taylor gives us nothing. Nick gives us nothing. And that's my client as well, but I'm just being real.
What do you mean? No, you know what? I like Nick in terms of the fact that he will tell the truth. He will say what the mood of the villa is. He's almost a little bit like the audience. Like he's so I like him for that. And he hasn't been scared in that. No, he's done it scared. He has been scared by doing that. He's done it scared. Anyway,
I think what I mean is in terms of, aside from Casa, because we know he is going to move mad in Casa.
100%. Yeah.
Aside from that, Taylor, Nick has been in this couple with Sierra, and it's almost like they've faded into the background. We don't actually know what's happening in that whole situation. Yeah. The only thing that would bring Nick back out is if he did what everybody wants, which is get with Alondria.
He's not doing that.
I don't see that happening. I'm just going to be honest.
I don't see that. I think that's
coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but didn't. Breathe, Huda. Breathe. I need you to breathe. I mean, I think your stitches from your actual labor has not healed. I need you to breathe, my sister, because it is not healthy the way you are moving. It's not healthy for you. Like, at this point, America wants you to get right with you, because you might actually have a stroke the way you're going. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think Jeremiah said anything wrong in that conversation. In that last conversation, I think for once Jeremiah literally had time to think and was like, what is the best way where I can still be with you, but not have it consume the both of us? Because this is a raging fire. And if we don't take a step back and start slow, we'll both end up charred. And I think because Huda is in this perpetual cycle of just tape running every single thing from the beginning over and over and over and over and over, it's made it impossible for common sense to seep in. And no matter what he says, you lied to me will always be on repeat. You lied to me. because you made me believe that we were in this together. And I understand where Huda's coming from, because if we're going to say Jeremiah did not love bomb, then we obviously missed the first episode.
Oh, no, he absolutely did.
He put all his eggs in her basket without verbally saying it was in her basket.
Yeah.
And I think that false sense of security is why we're where we are right now.
Yeah. But she didn't use her discernment. Really didn't.
She didn't do that. She didn't do that.
Do you know what I mean?
Miss emotionally mature. She didn't. Oh, Huda, babe, listen, if you can crash out over a chair being pulled out, baby, it's time to pack it up and go. Pack it up and go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was so shocked at like the such an extreme reaction in such a quick amount of time. Well, actually, it's edited, so you don't even know. But it did seem like it was quick at that time. And for her to be hyperventilating, like literally, like she's gonna have a panic attack because of this one motion. Like, yo, man, maybe this isn't the best place for you. Like, if she was to exit the villa on her own accord, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't hate her for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would encourage it, to be honest. Like, you know what? There's a time where you just need to say, you know what? I need to go home.
This is what's best for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I gave Iris MVP of this episode mainly because she is a class act, and I love watching her.
Yeah.
Because she's held herself in such a high standard that I couldn't find any fault with the way she behaved, because she behaved the way you're supposed to move, which is, if you need me, I'll be here. I'll be your, listening ear, but I'm just going to let you guys work this out.
Yeah.
And she didn't do anything wrong, but Huda, girl, you went over there to those people and you started giving them a whole thesis, and you didn't peep how everybody just started getting up one by one. Shocking. What did I tell you?
Shocking.
I mean, these people were speaking without really speaking.
Yeah, they were. It was the subtext of it all. Like, we're moving, we don't want to be involved. And even, I feel like even if she could read it, she didn't care.
She didn't care.
She didn't care at all,
Like, I believe it was Jordan that said everybody were, hypocrites. And I don't think necessarily that they were being hypocritical. I think what it is the girls love Huda as a girl, right? They like her as a person. It is draining to have the same conversation every single time you guys are gathered together, because there's nothing else for you to do on an island. The day off today, they don't get to discuss anything until tomorrow. So it's almost like we need just a little bit of a breathing room from this whole thing, because it's becoming too much. We can't get away from you, because every time you guys blow up into a fight, we all are in the vicinity of this. So a lot of them were just complaining about the situation, but I don't think they wanted the situation to be, we're choosing Huda over Jeremiah. We like everybody, but for the best of you all, you don't need to be together. But you can stay in the villa. You just don't need to be together. And I think the result of the votes, I was a little confused by Ace, but when I saw the clip back, I was like, okay, because someone posted a clip of Ace, Jeremiah, and Nick after the first recoupling, the bombshell recoupling, where Ace and Jeremiah were having a conversation, and someone calls out to them, and I'm not sure who did, but you hear a voice and someone says, guys, like almost trying to diffuse the situation. They all look in that direction, and you see Ace calm down, and which is where we get the moment where Ace is just like, all right, cool, you got it. We're not going to talk about it anymore. So I think there's a lot of production redirecting of how people move in the villa.
Right.
Because realistically speaking, Ace had no reason to stand behind Huda. Like, no valid reason.
No, I think he was doing it for Taylor because Taylor needs Jalen to go home. Like, you know. So
but does he though?
Yeah, because he doesn't want the competition with Orlandria. Yes, Orlandria's chosen him, but that doesn't mean look at freaking he's witnessed what happened between Charlie and Pepe. Like that's still fresh. Do you know what I mean? So like anyone can go at any time. So if you're gonna kill something, kill it dead. Do you know what I mean? Like it has to go. So I think you know, not literally not him, but you know what I mean. It's just so I think that's what he was doing it for his boy. That's what he was doing it for.
Yeah, because I think in that moment I looked at him and I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was a little confused because I was just like, "Why are you standing over there?" But
I think that's why he was hostile to Huda because literally she tried to grab his hand and he was like, "Hell no!" Like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like he was saying, "I'm not doing this because of you. I'm doing this because I have to. I have to stand on business for my boy."
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense because I wasn't really thinking about Taylor. To be honest, I wasn't thinking about the Taylor-Jalen dynamic because once Jalen got up to that door, and he tried to jiggle that baby, and it wouldn't jiggle. Oh my gosh!
The second-hand embarrassment. Exactly. Oh my god. And the thing is, you know, it's just a simple motion, or just a simple
that hurt. It hurt. It really, really hurt. And I just felt bad for him because there was so much silence after the door didn't open. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, this is painful. This is sad.
Yeah.
But you know, I hope I'm happy that Jalen got his passport for the first time and got to come to Fiji of all places.
Yeah.
Not many people get that. So big ups to him.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is.
It really is. Jeremiah hopping over to Iris. I'm not gonna lie for it. I prayed for times like this. I prayed for times like this. I actually prayed for times like this because nothing made me happier.
I'll see.
Nothing made me happier than that little 1-2 step that he did. I said, "Oh, there is a God."
Now, tell me, are you more happier for Iris to be with Jeremiah or Ace and Shelly?
I'm gonna say I'm more happier for Iris and Jeremiah, and I'm gonna explain why.
Yeah,
Ace and Shelly, I knew where this story was going from the very beginning because it was very, very clear.
Yeah,
Shelly was just lying to herself, and I don't know why. Yeah. She was wasting our time, wasting everybody else's time, and I was just like, "Girl, you know where you going? Like that's literally your husband. Y'all been married for 6 months. Don't play my face." But Jeremiah was a toss-up because after the little conversation they had the night before, making breakfast for her, I was like, "Ugh, this man is going to go back." I was so sure that he would slip back into that habit. So when he all of a sudden was like, "Yeah, you know what? It's time for the chains to break. I need to free myself from these shackles. Come on in, white girl. You're not my type, but we're going to make it work." I said,
emancipate myself.
Yeah, he emancipated himself. And in that moment, I was grateful to him for doing that. So I think that, I was more happy for that whole situation because Ace is a time waster, client or no client. I know what his purpose is being on the show. So I can never really be mad at him because he's playing the game the way Tyreek played the game, right? This is baby Tyreek.
Yes.
It's one of the reasons why I'm so confused why people are so irate because we sat through Tyreek. Like, did y'all forget?
Yeah.
The havoc Tyreek caused every single day?
He was stressing Ella out. He stressed
Ella out so much. She had to go and get another footballer, but a white one this time. Like, what do you mean? So, I know that Shelly and Ace they're probably not gonna stay together. Casa wants to come in. It's gonna be chaos. But give us the entertainment that we asked for. Give us a little bit of love. Give us a little bit of chaos. Let us enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope they get to go on a date, to be honest.
I do hope that. Yeah, I do. I hope that we get a little bit more of them as a couple just to see if what they've been showing us so far is something that could work. If it's not something that can work, then that's okay as well.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter as long as we just get to enjoy this journey. So Austin, listen, I kind of saw Austin go in this direction. I did. And I saw Amaya staring at them when Shelly went over to him to work out. She was just waiting for Shelly to beat it. She was like, girl, back off my man.
She don't blink. Anyway. She don't blink. Bye. Good night, Sim Simmer. Thank you so much for joining us. She said good night, Shardanians.
Shardanians, you damn right. Yeah.
But yeah, she don't blink.
It's just it's been one of those episodes where I think it started off very boring and then towards the end it picked up.
Yeah.
I know that the vote is really gonna come to play tomorrow with Huda having this whole crash out moment yet again.
Yeah.
I hope everyone can be honest with her this time around and just be like, look, girl, we love you, we care about you, but the reason we kept you is not so that we can deal with this for the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Well,
this needs to be the end.
I think they should have. I actually think they should have ripped the Band-Aid off. Personally,
I do think so too.
Unless we're going to see some sort of like character arc with her, like, do you know what I mean? Is she going to have a eureka moment and just be like, you know what, I have been messing up. She understands the truth. She apologizes not just to Jeremiah but to everybody in the villa who's had to suffer her. Like, you know. Like, I feel if she does that, she could turn the corner and be an absolute fan favorite. Like, I really think so she could, you know, and that would be a great story.
It's happened before, so
she
wouldn't be the first. Someone did post something that I thought was hilarious. So Jeremiah apparently had posted a picture on his IG. And this was the last picture he posted, and it was him, I think it was like a clip of him standing next to a stroller, and he said, who put me in charge of babysitting?
Oh, serious?
Yes.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, please, if you can find it, that would be great, because I tried looking for that clip, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious, because the telltale signs were there. He's not ready to be nobody's daddy.
He really isn't. He's what do you call it? Instagram wise. So I was talking to, for those that have been watching me for a long time, they know I have a colleague and co-founder called Beverly, and she jumps on sometimes and we talk about social media, or she used to on Labrish, and I'll invite her back on. But she was telling me that the Instagram numbers are a better indicator on how well someone is doing in public opinion, right? You can't really take in the TikTok numbers, don't really correlate. But if like there's a vote and someone's got more followers than another person, usually the person with the higher number of followers is going to win overall. So there's a pattern there. So yeah, it's interesting. So Jeremiah, when he first started, he was on 5,052 followers. So this is, where are we now? Are we week 2? He's now on 100K.
Oh wow!
He has jumped. He's jumped.
Oh wow!
From 5,000 to 100K.
Oh wow!
And I'm just like, people love a toxic king. They love it. They absolutely do. Let's see if we can find. Let me just pop this up quickly. I'll just have a quick scroll while we're talking. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he's a good-looking guy.
He is.
He's a very, very good-looking guy.
Shamar Less.
And he's do you know what I see?
Oh, that spun me. Not Shamar Less.
Shamar Less. Look at him with longer hair. Look at you. He does look like a model. He's gonna work when he comes out. He's going to be all the way booked up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No? Okay, no, it's not here. But yeah, that was interesting. I also found that, well, Ace was already doing well. He was on
fantastic.
789K, and now has he reached? No, he still hasn't. He's getting to Millie.
Yeah, he is.
He's nearly there. He
is.
He's doing well. But him and Huda had the most, because Huda was 112K.
Mm-hmm.
Quick check what she's on now, because I know. Okay, so she is on 432K now. I wonder how. I'll need to do it, or to be fair, I'll ask Beverly how she does it. But I want to see like who has had the biggest increase and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And how it's looking at the bookies as well. Who's the favorite to win? Who's your favorite to win at the moment?
Okay, so this is a tough one because I'm not really sure who I'm rooting for right now, and I think for me, I'm not rooting for a couple. I'm rooting for individuals at this point.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I would love to see Olandria in first place, Shelly in second.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it for right now. That's about it for right now, because nobody else is taking third that is a female. So if I had to pick someone, it would probably be Nick to take place, depending on who he's with. Like the way, I think people need to pay attention to the dynamic in the groups in the villa. There is clearly a more dominant group in that villa, and they're the most vocal. So I see the way that people react to them, and I'm looking exactly like in whatever couples they're in or they do end up in. Nick, Ace, Olandria, and Shelly will definitely be one to 4 in the finals for sure.
Yeah, no, I see why you're saying that. I actually do see why you're saying that. I think let's see how Nick gets on, because I think Nick is carrying his relationship.
Definitely.
Him and Sarah. Nick, it's more about Nick, but then I guess because the storyline as well. But no, it's Nick's character as well, because he's been very bold, even when he was scared. Like he's been very bold. So I think that stands out. I think I would like to see Hannah in maybe top 4, maybe not top 3, but I would like to see Hannah. I like Hannah. I like Hannah. I think she's got good. I just like her. She's out for a laugh. She's actually quite funny. She's quite witty. I think she's a good Islander. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, Sade.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to see what you're seeing.
Seriously,
because
I like her, man.
I think aside from her little Charlie Pepe drama, Hannah isn't really standing out to me as someone that I think is going to make it that far. I'm gonna be honest, Hannah might get dumped shortly after Casa.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, after okay.
Yeah. I think after Casa, it's gonna start to get, because the way the girls have bonded. Sierra has been there before Hannah. And regardless of whether Sierra's given us much as the viewers, unless we get to vote and it's between one of our girls, Olandria or Shelly, Sierra's sticking around. And I see a world where if it's Sierra and Hannah down there and the Islanders are voting, Sierra's staying. Bye-bye, Hannah.
I hear you. I think Amaya's going before anybody. Like, I think Amaya will go first before any of the girls. Like, out of the girls that are left, Amaya, Iris.
Sade, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think they would keep it. It depends what happened, because we're due a new bombshell, I think. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's going to be male or female or a mix of both. So we're due that. But I think that Amaya is probably going to go first. Amaya and Austin, none of the boys can stand Austin. And I think they could do without Amaya.
Oh, Sade, I think Jordan doesn't agree with you because Jordan needs a timeout. Jordan needs a timeout.
Jordan says, I'm pulling for Austin and Amaya to win.
Jordan needs a timeout.
Jordan
needs a timeout. Jordan, come up to the front.
Rocks. Wow.
Come up to the front, Jordan. Plead your case. Because what?
Let me even put the link again. Because that's hilarious. That's really hopeful. That's really, really hopeful.
That's scary. That's actually scary. That's not even funny. That's terrifying, Jordan. Please don't say that.
Austin and Amaya.
Could you imagine?
Wow. That would be a turn of events. To be fair, there are crazy things happening in the world at the moment. So anything is possible.
Anything is possible. This is why I said Amaya should have gone early because she might be Austin's lifeline, and I don't need this man to have a lifeline.
Yeah. They're keeping him in for a reason. He's like freaking Tony in UK. Like he's still there.
What did she say?
She said, I like Austin. I'm not a follower, and the behavior of Ace's crew turns my stomach.
Oh, see. Well, I hate this term Ace's crew because I feel like it's setting the tone that these people don't have a mind of their own.
But come on, Erin. I know he's your client, but he is the puppet master. He's basically Ty, as you said, and Ty ran the villa. It's the same thing.
No, here's what I'm gonna agree to. I'm gonna agree that he has been running the show and he's been ruling with an iron fist. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Yeah. But I think that what we're seeing is mainly based off of this Huda and Jeremiah situation, right? Because it's not like they've all agreed on this from the very beginning. It took a lot of people a lot of time to kind of get on board with this mindset. It wasn't until America said something that everybody was like, "Oh, that there might be some points to this."
But he was planting seeds.
He was, but nobody was biting.
Oh, mate.
But nobody was biting.
Okay, Nick was. First of all.
Nick. I think I can agree with the Nick, Taylor, Ace group. Those three are the Three Stooges. So they were always going to kind of think the same, walk the same, operate the same. But I think for the girls, they were really trying to rally behind Huda. But I think Olandria and Huda, they've been on rocky kind of terms since the whole fire pit incident where Huda was, being a little bit condescending. And I think also remember that Olandria and Jeremiah kissed in the cabin. And Huda has lost sleep over that. Yes. So I think that before all these girls were willing to go to bat for Huda. And even up until a couple of hours ago, they were still telling her oh, you know what? Maybe America's trying to help you. Maybe they still support her. If they didn't, she would have been standing on her own yesterday. If they really, really, really didn't. And I think that Ace, yes, he has pull with the boys. Austin is not really. Let's be honest. Austin is saying he's not a follower, but the only reason Austin is not a follower is because he was vying for the same woman with Ace.
Yeah.
If he was not in competition with Ace, he would fall in line because that little sneak comment that he made after Jeremiah hopped over there to Iris and Huda was like, oh, she's a placeholder, or she's like, and Austin had to pop up and say, oh, well, I was just laughing because, if that's the second option, then good for you. And I was just like, that's the corniest thing to say in this moment. Read the room, white boy. Read the room. Don't nobody want your 2 cents right now. We don't need it.
I can't lie. I didn't receive it like that. I can't lie. I didn't. Receive it like that.
But think about Sade, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Austin has done a 180. He went from not really being close to Jeremiah, not having Charlie any longer, and now he needs someone to group with. For me, that boy is as fake as his cult members.
Yeah, I think he's desperate, right? I think even his pursuit of Shelley is dubious, right? I do think he has it in him to lie and scheme to stay in the villa, and he will do anything.
He will do anything.
Yeah,
it's blowing my mind that Austin has supporters, because if anybody's running the biggest scam in our face, it's Austin.
It is Austin. It's Austin. I agree. Jordan says that she's gonna mobilize the mega gang. The mega gang. Austin to win. Call me Candice Owens.
You know what, Jordan? No, honestly, I'm gonna be really, really, really honest here, because I feel like this is a safe space. When I first saw the cast photos, I really did like Austin. I was like, you know what? I'm very interested to see who he like gets to know. Yeah. And then the Trump thing came out, and I was like, oh, I had so much hope for you.
Yeah, disappointed.
Like he really disappointed me, and I really wanted to like see if there's a way where maybe that's who he used to be, and he's not that person anymore. And I watched the way he treated Shelley, and I was really like, oh, Austin, why did you have to post these things? Why? Because I would have had his back with Shelley. I would have been riding for them. But I just can't buy into that idea that you don't like Haitian women and you picked an Asian woman.
I know. It's wild. It's wild. I need him to come, as I said yesterday, I need him to come out and say, either I was hacked, or I'm sorry, I'm not that person anymore, or definitely not me, it's not even my account. I need something before I can be like, okay, cool, I understand this guy, or I can give him grace, or any of that kind of stuff, right? Do you know what I mean? Without that, I'm still uneasy.
Jordan, hold on, because I gotta whack you for a second. Let's go back to Austin for a second, because when Amaya was coming towards Taylor and she was going to call him out for that pie game, that kiss and pie game, where he said that she was the most, I think he said she was the most toxic, or the most...
No, kind of like who's doing the most.
Who's doing the most
for their partner or something like that.
Yeah. When she was walking over, Austin was like, oh, she's scary. Like, I don't want to deal with that. So, the switch up, desperate times call for desperate measures. I see.
Yeah, 100%. But on both sides, though, because Amaya too, right? Do you know what I mean?
Well, Amaya's been on him. Remember, they did kiss.
They did kiss, but obviously both of them. But they both went back to their respective, like, crushes, right? So Amaya for Ace and Austin for Shelley. And now she's just showing peak interest because they both want to stay. Jordan,
don't leave.
I can't take the Austin bashing, sweet dreams.
Oh, Jordan.
You wouldn't be.
No, we love your Austin loving behind. You better stay.
If you like it, we love it for you.
We love you. I love debating this with Jordan, because I feel like it is, everyone has who they are rooting for, who they want. I mean, I'm literally fighting for my life defending Ace, and there are days where I tap out. I tap out, and I'm just like, you know what, Ace, you're gonna have to fight this battle on your own, because I can't do it today. But I do hope he does treat Amaya right. I do hope he does treat her right, because, you know, she has had a rough go in there, and it's partly due to Ace. I do hope that she does find something solid with Austin. Do I think they're going to stick together? I don't think so. I think that he's going to go to Casa, and he's probably going to find someone. And she will too. She will too.
The thing is, I think, like, if I was a Casa girl, I would go for Nick, what's his name? Austin, Pepe. Yeah. That's who I'd go for.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming across easy. They're coming
They
across
are.
gettable. They're coming across.
I think there's gonna be a girl for Austin in Casa. Someone's gonna come in for Austin, and
100%.
someone's definitely gonna come in for Amaya.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to see how they do navigate that situation. I think a lot of these relationships are gonna crumble, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I hope they bring in, if they keep Ace and Shelly together now, I hope they bring in someone for Shelly. And I hope, and I know you're not going to like this, but I hope it is a situation where it humbles Ace.
It's coming.
That's what I want.
When I tell you Ace's reckoning is coming,
yeah,
and I have just been preparing myself for it because I know that he is going to eat his words.
He's going to crash out.
He's going to crash out. I mean, he already told us he crashes out about Shelly.
Yeah.
But this is going to be bad.
This is going to be bad because he's not going to expect it from her either.
He's not going to expect
and he should expect it. He should expect it because of Austin, but he's not going to expect it from her.
I don't think he's going to see it coming.
He's not going to see it coming. He's going to be bewildered. I can imagine him jumping in the air and be like, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very difficult Castle more for this group because this group has already started off with such a high note already in their energy and in the drama that they've brought in the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks,
it's a lot. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, where can it go? Like, if it was to end tomorrow, I'll be satisfied. Do you know what I mean? Like, where can it go from here? It's already wild.
The one thing I will say is they are priming us for a Jeremiah and Huda, Tyreek and Ella situation.
Yeah.
It's very much given that.
Yeah.
So I would like to see where that ends up because I know that at some point Jeremiah is gonna tuck his tail between his legs and he's gonna go back running to Huda. It's gonna happen.
100%.
That situation, I'm honestly more confused about the dynamic between Olandria and Taylor because I don't see the vision.
No, I don't think they're someone else, or you know what? If someone comes in for Taylor that he is interested in, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what? Actually, saying that. What you said about Jeremiah and Huda, if they kind of get back together, then it will be them two against Shelly and Ace to win.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. And that would be epic because Jeremiah and Ace don't like each other anyway. So it would be epic.
To be honest, it will all depend on how Huda is able to change the narrative about her.
Yes. Yeah.
Like if she can turn the tides on this, the way that people have been, demonizing her in the public and coming for her character, coming for her being a mom, coming for her entire existence, then that might be her saving grace with that whole plan. But if she's not able to,
problems.
I feel like they will bring in someone bad for Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be carnage. And I'm just this is like, I don't think people understand. I saw a post on X and it was like a post from Iran, and Iran was like, everyone's gonna feel it. And someone responded, Phil, what? I just go to work and watch Love Island. That's exactly how this is because I literally saw so many people, men, women, husbands, housewives, everybody's tuned into this season.
It's crazy. It's like exploded this year.
Really
it's exploded, which I absolutely love because you're seeing so much more content being created, and I love it personally. Like my feed is flooded. It really is.
It's been a mad 2 weeks. And I think I saw a post from Hallie or Haley Bailey, one of them. Yeah, and I was just like, what is happening? Rihanna's tuned in. I said, what is going on? Beyonce's gonna be tuned in 5 minutes. What's happening?
Can you imagine?
What is happening? And the thing is, if Beyonce was to ever tune in and pick who she wants, baby, everybody's voting there.
It's a wrap. What endorsement from Beyonce? Oh,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Seriously, that's the best thing they could ever get, you know? Seriously.
Well, I will say, what is your ideal plan for Casa? Like, what do you think they should do to switch up how Casa's done?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. I might need to think on that, actually. I think, like, what I do want to see, other than what I've said already, I do want to see Charlie come back. Charlie come back for Hannah. I would love to see that. Because they were doing dramatics. So let's see if those dramatics are real. Let's see some real dramatics, you know? Maybe, I don't know, I can't remember how long Casa is in the US, but maybe a little bit longer, so we actually see bonds form, because it's very difficult to like steal someone in such a short amount of time. I think that what they used to do in the UK, they used to do postcards. So they would take pictures of something that was happening and send it to the other villa. That would be amazing. And then also what they used to do a thing of like, was it specifically might not be specifically Casa, but they used to do tweets, and people had to guess who the tweet was about. And that was always drama. It was always drama.
Why did they stop doing that?
Oh, because it was a lot for people. Do you know what I mean? And
that is true.
So it's a bit like, you know, this is why I'm worried about Huda on a serious, because like she literally has the thought in her mind that America hates her. So she's had to push that aside and blame Jeremiah so she doesn't have that thought. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, how do you deal with that? Like dealing with any type of fame is difficult anyway, but usually you're in control to a certain extent of your image, and you know where that's coming from, whereas she has no idea. She doesn't know how her image is being used. She doesn't know what people are saying, thinking, feeling about her, and it's going to be a shock. So it's a very niche way of dealing with fame. And on that level, because obviously there's loads of you guys.
True. That is true.
Do you know what I mean? That's a lot. It's a lot.
I will say my twist idea for Casa would be if they mixed it up this time around, where it's not just boys that get to go away to Casa. It's a mixture of three girls, 3 guys that get to go to Casa, and 3 guys and 3 girls that get to stay back in the villa. And I feel like it would give more drama, because the girls are obviously going to Casa, are going to be watching these boys like a hawk. A hawk. So I think that it might add a little bit of spice to how Casa is usually done, because when they do Casa, it always seems like the boys go into the villa and the girls are just there waiting back for them to come back, and then it's always the girls are in a pitiful spot where I don't want Olandria to go. I don't want her to stay in the villa thinking that Taylor's going to come back being faithful.
I mean, she is,
but I want her in a better advantage where she's having the time of her life. It's a buffet for her, because it's going to look sad that she has stuck by this guy for this long, only for him to go there and do her dirty. And I don't want to see another Black woman cry this year. I'm actually tired.
I mean, I hear it. I don't know if we're going to be able to get around that. I think, hey, Waving Cap Designs, yes, still here. I'm going to wrap up soon, though, to be fair, because I got work tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like I hear what you're saying. I don't know if that would make it any better, only because I think it will make it worse for the girls because they will know that there's guys in there watching them. So they won't do anything at all. I think they won't even dare, to be honest. I feel like, yeah, I think it might make it a little bit worse. And I'm also thinking, have they done that in UK? I feel maybe I'm wrong. Like something, I think I've seen them mix something, but I might be wrong.
What they could do is send each individual islander a text and tell them, you have an option. You can either go to Casa or couple up with someone in the villa that you've always wanted to couple up with.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, if this is kept a secret where nobody can speak about this, this is going to be the craziest musical chairs you've ever seen.
So yeah, I think that would be an absolute winner. So if you had like a couple and there was a secret villa, like two people who are not in a couple, they like say it was Nick and Orlandria, for example, and they had their casa in a secret villa. That would be sick.
Yeah, I think they did that on Australia. Someone was saying that they did something very similar in Australia where they actually sent everyone to, it's almost like a honeymoon villa for people. So everyone went to Casa and then they get a text in the middle of the night that you can sneak out and go to a different villa to be with the person that you've always been interested in. And it caused mayhem.
I can imagine. I would love that.
I think that would be. I think if they steal any ideas, I think they should steal that.
Steal that one, yeah.
We don't want the same format that we always get every year. Like last season was great. The crash out was awesome.
Yeah,
but it was only awesome because we had been suffering for a long time.
This is the thing, and I feel like girls like Hannah will go wild. Like, do you know what I mean? Even Amaya, if she gets the Casa, I think we're gonna see bits from her. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it's mainly, I think Shelley, I think Shelley could really be the key here. If she opens up, then maybe Orlandria would open up as well. And then also Huda is still there, and Huda also entertain someone else. That obviously will be TV gold as well. If Huda and Shelley, them two, entertain other people and bring boys back from Casa, oh my God.
Cinema. Absolute cinema.
It would be beautiful. It would be so beautiful.
I don't think that Love Island USA will ever leave the GOAT of reality TV mantle ever if they do that. If that happens, Love Island USA has leaped years ahead of reality TV if they go that way.
100%. 100. They absolutely will. Producers, if you're watching and listening, take this, go on.
Take this and do it because your ratings, I think the website might actually crash. I think electricity might actually go out. It would be mayhem because people would be eating this up. Yeah. So I think that there's a lot of options that they have because they've started this season with a lot of twists already. Yeah. Like the door, the standing behind the door. Yeah. And that was great.
Brilliant.
It was really brilliant.
I want to see that. Like, I swear, you know what I think is happening? You see the producers that were on Love Island Games? They were like, okay, we didn't do last year. We're going to work on this one. Basically.
Like, they really started this season high.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The blindfold game where you get to sneak over and kiss whoever you want. I was like, who is this? Peacock, is this you? Love Island USA. Is this you? Oh,
People was like, we're coming for the crown. We're coming for the crown.
Oh yeah, UK, your crown is slipping. I think it's rolling on the ground at this point because
I can't even back it. I can't even back it. Us is rubble. Is terrible compared to US.
UK
right
today was a struggle watch. It was a struggle like all around. I think they are really. It's almost like they tapped out of all fresh ideas, and they're just like, "You're gonna take what we give you.
Yeah,
this is what we got." And we're not really willing to think outside of the box, but just here, have some. That's it. That's all we got today.
That's it.
So yeah, I if they do, because I think Casa is going to be in the next 2 weeks. I think so.
It should be for US.
Yeah.
In the middle, right? So well, that's what I'm assuming anyway. So we've done 2 weeks, so it should be like next week or the week after.
Yeah,
maybe maybe next week Thursday or something. I would imagine probably around that time.
I honestly hope they do give them like a week where we actually get to see these couples form a stronger bond.
Yes,
because the chaos of Casa is not going to hit if none of these couples are solidified.
This is the thing. So this is why I think, again, the Shelley and Ace love story, it's got absolute legs because, you know, they're okay. Yes, they know each other from the outside, and then they're trying to be together. Ace makes the mistake, doesn't pick her, tries to do other things. Then they're finally together. They're in bliss. They have this romantic date, you know, everything is going really well. They're both smitten with each other. Ace is coming out of his shell, and then they hit Casa, and Shelley goes wild.
Yeah,
and is standing there with a dude when Ace comes back to the villa.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Sade. I just envisioned what you were saying, and my heart dropped. My heart actually dropped. Like I had flashbacks. I have flashbacks of Scott standing there as Catherine walked in with Ella, and I was just like,
"Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!" I think that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful. I want to see these girls really start to step up and show us why they deserve this money. I want them to not rely on their looks. I want them to really, really come through because these boys have been running this past couple of weeks a little too much for my liking.
Yeah.
We gotta see like what we seen on your Instagram has to match what we seen on the show. Y'all can't come in here and be like, "Oh, I'll just give him some time, you know. We're still getting to know each other. It's still early days." No, it's not early days anymore, baby.
Yeah.
Get in there and get on your Hannah, because Hannah was not thinking early days when she was in that speakeasy.
Absolutely not. She was just like, "Okay, let's go." She was like, "Let's go. This is what I'm here for."
I think Hannah is actually unhinged.
I'm telling you, she is. That's why I love her.
The way she was holding onto that Polaroid and crying like this man went off the wall.
And then the next day,
she was just like, "I'm just gonna make the best of the situation. Let's just go have fun." I was like, Hannah, what is happening?
Honestly, after she said she's a good time, she's so funny.
Oh, she is. I think her sister, her god sister, stepsister, came into the space on X and was just like, "Oh, you know, Hannah is absolutely lovely. Like, you guys, if you guys actually get to know her, you'll really, really love her. She's not a Trumpy. She doesn't do none of that. So you guys don't have to worry about that. She's a really cool girl. And I hope you guys get to see like her full personality." So I was just like, "Oh, that's really dope." So
that's nice.
We've adopted Hannah, but I don't know if we can fight for her because we have so many people that we're fighting for already.
I know. But I would like her to stay. Like she's like, she gives unproblematic to me in terms of like, I don't really have to worry about, like, you see in the UK, like there's so many people outside our culture that you have to worry about. Like, do you know what I mean? There's freaking Meg, there's Ben, there's what do you call it? Helena, there's Megan, there's Tommy. That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
And we have to be like, okay, cool. Is that undertones? Is that like, do you know what I mean? Is that overt? Like, what is going on here? Like, it's a lot. It feels, do you know what I mean? It can make you feel a little bit jittery sometimes. So like, I just don't get those vibes from Hannah or Iris, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't.
To be honest, we've really had some solid. Once we got rid of the dark cloud that was Yulissa, everybody's been on their best behavior for the most part. Like even Austin, that gets on my nerves sometimes. He hasn't really given me a reason to be like, why are you even breathing? Because he, aside from his little moments with Shelly, but I think we're free of that now.
Yeah.
Iris is a breath of fresh air. I really didn't think I was going to like her because when she first came in, I was like, she bland, right? Because this is what I think of all the white girls that come in. But she's really climbed up there for me. Like, I really, really want her to get as far as Casa. I think that she's great. Hannah as well is awesome. If they do bring back Charlie in Casa more, please do this.
Oh, God, it'll be amazing.
Please do this because
the way they will run to each other, you're just gonna see.
Because they did it for who did they do it for in UK? They did it for
they done it for Zach and Molly.
Molly. Yeah. Oh, how could I forget that brutal dumping?
Yeah.
So I think if they did that with Charlie and Hannah, I would love to see how that goes because I remember Charlie begging her. With him. Begging.
He begged to stay. He begged.
I'm not gonna lie. Charlie, someone said he talks like Jason Statham.
He does a bit actually. He actually does.
Oh, when I saw that comment, that took me out. But Charlie's standing up there and not even letting everyone process and saying, guys. No.
He just started begging, like he was trying to get to the X Factor final. Like, do you know what I mean? And he was at judges' houses and he had to like, that's what he was begging, like, oh, please keep me in the band. Do you know what I mean? I've got so much to give. That's what it's like.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a man beg to stay. Begged to stay the way Charlie did. I don't even think Blue begged to stay.
No,
he just said he wasn't leaving. Charlie was saying a prayer. Oh, Charlie!
Honestly, I might have to watch that back again. You know,
Charlie actually, honestly, Charlie left too early because dude is funny.
No, he is
absolutely funny. Oh, that honest, I can't get that picture out of my head because I think it's gonna be a meme.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't beg me like Charlie begged to stay in the villa, is it really real? Is it really?
Oh yeah, Charlie. I think they should do like a little thing where they do bring Charlie back because he is, even if not for this season, maybe for Love Island Games or something.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
I am praying for a bombshell. I need a Miguel-sized bombshell.
Yes.
I need a Miguel-sized bombshell.
Exactly. Yeah.
I really feel like they should have kept Harrison for USA, but whatever.
Yeah, he would fit more actually.
He would have fit more.
Yeah, he would
fit more. So I'm hoping that we don't get another Jalen and Pepe bombshell. It's USA. It's too big, too wide for you to tell me that this is all we have to produce. We got more.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Because Miguel cannot stand alone in the Hall of Fame of the best bombshell that we've had in USA. He cannot.
No.
We need that roster to be full.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm hoping for. I think we're gonna get a bombshell very soon. That would be awesome. And let's see how tomorrow goes. Let's see how this crash out goes tomorrow.
Let's see.
Another day of Huda Island.
So it's gonna hit again.
Yay! You know what I hope? I hope Jeremiah just grabs Iris the way Ovi grabbed India and just walks away.
I can see him doing it, you know, to be fair. You know what? Ovi would, I don't think he would do it. But if Ovi went to US, that would be good.
I don't think you guys have ever seen Olandria and Shelly in competition. This might be the day. If Ovi ever steps into
yeah. Because I think he's smooth with it. And he would know how to act. I think he would know how to act. He would know how to manage it. Like, I feel like, and he's more age appropriate for them as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do not want to see a bombshell that is tailored to anyone in specific. I want a bombshell that is open to everybody, that has a variety of tastes. I don't want to see a bombshell coming in the way Pepe was like, oh, I'm coming in for Hannah and Sierra. No, I want a bombshell that is like, yo, it's equal opportunity.
Yeah,
whoever gets there first. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Like, the next thing I want to hear from a bombshell is, I'm coming in for Shelly and Olandria. Come see Ace, Mr. 5-foot leprechaun, and Taylor, Mr. Tarantula, shaking in their boots.
Shaking.
It's gonna be a good week before Casa if that happens. Yeah. So I do pray for. It is always a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you so much, Erin. You're the best. You really are. Obviously, I love your support as well, but you always deliver as well on these calls. So thank you so much, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Have a good night.
I will do. What time is it there where you are now? So
it is 8:26, so it's still kind of early.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you're lucky. I need to go to bed. But thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much. We'll go again tomorrow.
Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye. I can hear Honey the door again. Guys, thank you so much. Please thank Erin in the chat as well. That was a really good convo. Yeah, brilliant. I should put in some timestamps maybe. I'll do that later. Guys, thank you so much. You know, I love you guys the most that stay all the way with me to the end. You guys are the best. Make sure you like this video as always. Please subscribe to my channel as well. And if you're Replay Gang, please leave a comment as well for me because I love those too. I'll be back again tomorrow. Obviously, we only have UK tomorrow, so that will be the main focus. But I think moving forward, I might do some other things on Thursday as well, just to keep it interesting. Appreciate you guys. Have a good evening. Sleep well. See you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye.